What's up, my dudes? It's Thursday, my dudes. I need to come up with a better catchphrase for going live, honestly. Every single time, it's a insert day here, / my dudes. I kind of like it, though. Yo, what's up, Kilner? So today, kind of a pretty straightforward stream. Not PTR stuff, guys. This is going to be just a Nerub'ar Palace reclear sort of thing. A little bit of a twist on it, though. So it's not just like super mega, something that you've seen loads of times. We are going to be running Conduit of the Celestials for every single boss, bar Kaiveza and Overnax. Predominantly because Kaiveza, it's just not realistic to go Conduit of the Celestials. There is one player that did it, but they got 3 PIs, and I don't get PIs. We have better classes for PIs, so it's just not realistic. And then Overnax as well. There's also another one with Conduit of the Celestials, which is semi-viable, but not really. You also need PIs for that, so it'll just kind of be a bit of a mess. But for every other boss, Conduit of the Celestials, Olgrax, Bloodbound Horror, Zikrin, Rashanan, Silken Court, and Queen Ansurek, all super viable builds for Conduit of the Celestial, so that's pretty cool, and I'll be doing it on all of those bosses, which is kind of nice because I like to keep things fresh, not just the viewing, but me as well. I've played Shadowpan on these bosses easily 1,000 times if you include prog and everything, so it's kind of cool to actually do some Conduit of the Celestial gameplay. I have done some on Queen before. It is super sketchy. Conduit on Queen is the timers and everything when you have to use Conduit is so sketchy. It's so risky. But that's fun. Silken Court's kind of chill. And the rest of the bosses as well. I've never used Conduit of the Celestial on Zikrin. This is a newer build. It's because kill times are so quick now that it is actually super viable. I have used it on Olgrax and I've used it on Bloodbound Horror before. I might have streamed it actually. I think I streamed it last week. And then following that, there'll just be one Demon Hunter POV. I know, Windwalker channel playing Demon Hunter. Ew. But it's just one boss that we'll do. So, there's a good chance the stream won't be that long, depending on how well our reclear goes. It could be a 2-hour stream. But if we get stuck at something like Silken Court or Queen, then it could be a bit longer. So it might be a short stream today, just so that you're all aware. And potentially, I might have to mute myself at some point. I'm not sure if I will, but if I do, I'll let you know, and I'll also put a little note on the stream, just something IRL that I might have to do. That's pretty important. So I'll still be playing though, but I might just have to mute myself. But I'll let you know. I don't think it will happen. It should have happened at 6 o'clock, but yeah, life, IRL life. You know how it be. Hey, glad I caught you live. Thank you for the content. I appreciate that. Playing Windwalker now? So fun. Yeah, man. It's super fun. And it's looking even better for Season 2. Not necessarily, not as in, oh, it's going to be absolute mesa, best class in the world, but, playstyle and quality of life. They've made some super nice changes, especially to Conduit the Celestials. I've been playing Conduit on live, and I don't... I enjoy it, but, I compare it to PCR, and the changes that they've made are just so nice. Zwan's Bond, for instance, this talent is so RNG dependent kind of on retail right now. You have to constantly be using chi abilities, and you have to almost get perfect uptime on chi abilities to even manage to guess it to line up with Conduit, whereas on the PCR it lines up with Conduit every single time. It is amazing. As well as that, spinning crane kick, the changes as well. I mean, it's not too bad on live, but just not having to worry about Mark of the Crane anymore is quite enjoyable. But yeah, Conduit gameplay, because I just enjoy burst windows. I'm pretty sure I say it 7 times every stream, but burst windows are just You can't go wrong with a burst window, and our burst profile is one of the strongest in the game, especially going into Season 2. Much more fun than Retribution and other classes with short CDs. Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, our cooldowns are relatively long, right? Our burst windows are pretty much every 1 minute 30 or 2 minutes, depending on which hero class you play. But when you do get to burst, it's really good damage. So you'll see you'll generally see your character name on details drop slowly as the fight progresses, and then you get to 1 minute 30 on Conduit, pop it, and you go straight back up again. So details and passing with Conduit the Celestials is all about basically how long the fight is compared to when you last popped Conduit the Celestials. a fight going just over like 3 minutes, like maybe 3:30 is like perfect. But if it like you end up getting closer to 4 minutes, you don't pass as well. But it's not always about passing, it's about having fun, right? Yeah, fun? Yeah, or maybe passing is fun. Passing is fun. What am I talking about? Numbers go brr, brain neurons, dopamine. Thank you for subscribing, Striz. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Do you have updated guide for Conduit, or everything you should know about Windwalker is kind of up to date? In terms of Conduit, the guide that I have out at the moment pretty much covers everything to do with Conduit currently, like in Season 1. Like, there have been barely any changes to Conduit that's pretty much relevant to this day. But for Season 2, no guides out just yet, because there's still, like, loads of stuff that can happen on the PCR. There's no, like, it'd be a waste of time. Well, not a waste of time. Like, I don't want to, like, put out videos for updates and stuff, which can change in a second. So, like, you end up watching a video for an update. You're like, oh my god, that's going to be so cool in Season 2. Next week, they change it, but you don't notice that change. You go into Season 2, and you just got misinformed. Like, I could literally post an update video on every single change they made on the PTR every week, but, like, no. No, I don't. I'm not view farming. I want to put out content that's actually relevant for when it is. Like, some people will just constantly post videos every week of PTR changes and stuff, but I just want to make one big video that covers everything when it's all set in stone. Just so it's like a really good informative piece, rather than like 10 different videos that accumulate up to what the change is. I do talk about everything on stream. Like, streaming is usually when I like any questions about changes to Season 2 or anything like that. Happy to answer. Happy to go through anything. I should be able to talk quite a lot on stream today, because this is Nerub'ar Palace, so any questions and stuff, as long as I'm not like mid-boss fight, I will be able to answer. I'll be talking through pretty much everything that I do. If you want any of these builds that I'm using, I will share them when I get to each boss, so you can see like I've got all of these builds that I've set up. I'm actually prepared today. I know, right? Prepared. Like, I've got a build that's set up for every single one that's Conduit orientated, yeah, you know what I mean. So if you want any of these builds at any time, let me know in the chat and I'll paste it in there. Usually they're predominantly focused on the Windwalker side of things. The Monk side of things tends to be the same for Raid, more or less. Like, the Monk side of things tends to change more for Mythic Plus. Usually this is pretty cookie cutter on the left-hand side here. You'd run, like, pretty basic things for every boss. Potentially, like, maybe switching out things like Tiger Tail Sweep if it's a single target boss, etc. But predominantly it's all, like, the same talents on this side. Pass is the fun. Pass is the fun, Kilner. You are correct. What do we do this for if not to pass? And then after every boss kill, I will show the logs and stuff. Ideally, we get some high passes today. It all depends on kill times. I'm not sure if we're boosting anyone today. If we are boosting, that will affect things, but... And what I mean by boosting is, like, because we've basically got these bosses on farm, we can have, like, 1 or 2 people in the raid that we just basically get gold for in-game, so that we can go to Season 2 with a hell of a lot of gold. So if we need to, like, for instance, make any changes or buy augment runes, augment stones... you know, flasks, vials, everything that you need, basically, to push at the start of the tier. We're basically trying to fund the guild right now. It's expensive. I've never done, like, this hardcore prep for this before. This is a relatively new guild I've joined. And I've never, like, had to hardcore prep for a release of a raid. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. Like, you need loads of gold because prices just soar. Oh my god, boost me. For free, though. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to talk to my GM about that. I don't think he's... I don't think they're gonna do a free boost. Oh, I think you'd be lucky to get one of those. Are you boosting Mythics? Yeah, we tend to boost at the moment for Mythic in our main runs and then our secondary runs, because it's just farm at the moment. I don't ask me about how much gold it is or whatever. I have no idea. I'm just a pawn. I'm just a pawn in the bigger plan. I just play Windwalker. I just enjoy myself. I hit buttons and I dopamine. That's, yeah, above my pay grade to know what's going on there. Yeah, pretty set in stone. I mean, most of these builds are, all the Conduit the Celestial builds are pretty similar. Like for Bloodbound Horror and Olgrax, relatively the same. The only real difference is you try to go a bit more AoE for Bloodbound Horror, but I don't even know if I like that, because I feel like you down ads so quickly, your pass is pretty much dependent on how close the ads are for your set. Or if you get set 1 or set 2 of the ads, it's like kind of RNG there. So I personally prefer the single target cock build for Bloodbound Horror, but I'm going to be trying out the semi-AoE one, so you can see Dance of the Chi-Ji there. But it's not like fully going into it, it's kind of like mixed half-half. Sikrin is full single target, obviously, makes sense, right? No ads to hit there. Rashinan's an interesting one. I've done Conduit the Celestial once. I did it last week and I got a 99. I'd never done it before, but someone on stream said, do it or no balls. And, you know, somehow you got to do it. Like, I'm not backing down from that. And that went really well, but that, like, Rashinan's one that's going to completely depend on kill time of the boss, and it kind of lined up perfectly. Silken Court's an interesting one as well with Conduit the Celestial. You kind of, like, line it up with all the burst windows, kind of like you would Shadowpan. And it does kind of work out alright. Like, you pop everything on pull, which is like crazy surprising. Then you have nothing for the initial burst window on the first boss, but then the second burst window you've got everything up, and then so on and so forth. It kind of plays out like Shadowpan. And then Queen's just a mess. Like, you have to pop cooldowns at the most awkward overlaps, and like, it wouldn't be so bad if you didn't have to run Treacherous Transmitter, but if you have to Treacherous, like, it'll make sense when we get to Queen, but I have to use Treacherous Transmitter during the worst overlap in the entire, like, P1. So I have to survive that, get my Transmitter, and pop everything perfectly for it to work. And the worst part's the Transmitter, like, you pray for the triple jump. If you get the purple orb or something, it's just, it feels so bad. It feels atrocious. I can't wait for this trinket to go in the bin. Yeah, I'm going to join my guild group right now. And then we're going to join Discord. So it's going to be the usual guys. Join Discord, have Discord on in the background. If you have any questions or anything, feel free. I'll answer, like, I'll mute Discord as well if if a lot of people are talking and I'm answering stuff. Thank you for subscribing. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm not even going to try, but you know who you are, and I appreciate it. I have not a clue how to pronounce that. I don't even want to try it. I'll butcher it. Hey, how is Windwalker looking for an M+? One of the best in melee DPS specs if you just go for DPS-wise on PTR. It's a tough one to say at the moment. Like, I usually have to disclaimer this, where, because it's PCR, like, everything's prone to change, so, like, the main phrase is, it's a little bit too early to tell, but compared to, like, the best I can do is compare it to last season. There's going to be a lot more viable builds, right, for Season 2 and Mythic Plus. Like, right now, all we're running is the Shadowpan build, right, with Bok, going down the Bok tree. Whereas for Season 2, there's, like, quite a few different builds you can actually go running. Like, obviously, one will always be better than the rest, right? That's just how it works. But you're going to get into a situation where you can actually go different builds, and they'll be relatively close just from testing. Like, for Conduit the Celestials, there's a Slicing Winds build. Like, this Darting Hurricane doesn't exist anymore, right? In Season 2, is that all set? Yeah, that's what's set up. So Darting Hurricane doesn't exist anymore, this talent here. It's, like, Slicing Winds. So you go, like, this really cool Slicing Winds build. And everything, and you go like Revolving Whirl and all that, and it's kind of Bok orientated as well. And you play around these Strike of the Windlord windows where you get burst damage, so that's really fun. And it's really fun in Raid as well. Then there's an alternative build that's better with Shadowpan. Like, you can run it with Conduit, but it feels a little bit dodgy in that they really buff Crackling Jade Lightning. So there's a viable build where you go Shadowpan into Bok, and you go down this tree here. You take both of these electric, like, buffs, and you just become Emperor Palpatine and start zapping everybody in front of you, like, every minute or so, for huge damage. It's so strong that you actually don't run Strike of the Windlord in this build for Shadowpan. So, like, how are we doing in Season 2? It's, like, you know, it's hard to say, like, comparatively, because other classes right now are getting a lot of buffs as well. Like, Windwalker got loads of changes and buffs at the start of the season, PTR even. But it's been 2 weeks now since we've had anything, which is fine. But, like, that's absolutely fine. But it is a little bit like, okay, so other classes are now getting the buffs, and now they're getting stronger. Are we going to fall down the chain? Because as they get stronger, we technically get weaker. But yeah, it feels fun. It does good damage. Quality of life is all there. Like, they made a lot of Conduit the Celestial. They've basically changed Shadowpan. Like, they haven't changed Shadowpan at all. which is interesting. Like, no Shadowpan hero talent changes at all. No quality of life really for that, but it doesn't really need it, right? Shadowpan's pretty set in stone. Whereas Conduit got changes to how Heart of the Jade Serpent works, changes to Zwan's Bond and how that interacts. So yeah, I think there's going to be a bunch of builds for Mythic Plus, but obviously one will always shine above the rest. But I'd like it to be the Conduit of the Celestials build. I'd like some variety. It's just like right now I can't really compete with like other classes because they just burst so much higher in AoE. No, you're not bad. We're really restricted in M+ by our 5 target cap on literally every single ability, except for pretty much like Strike of the Windlord, which doesn't do any damage anyway. So the issue is that anything over like 5 targets, like big pulls and stuff like that, we're going to be restricted. Like, we'll have a damage limit. Other classes might not have that damage limit, so they'll always be able to peak higher. Ideally, we'll end up in situations where our Conduit's so bursty that on like dungeons where you get a lot of like just 5 target pulls and stuff like that, you'll come out on top. But when you compete against super high keys, you get things like Enhancement, Shaman, DKs and stuff like that. We're too restricted by our target cap, and that's not going anywhere. So you'll still find yourself in situations where people out-damage, depending on how many targets there are. I'm going to join the Discord now, guys. So you will hear people discussing stuff. ETC, ETC. Let me do that. Hello.
Hello.
Another Windwalker? What the hell? Ooh, Charger Slicer. Time to assert dominance. Yeah, I don't... Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Your replacement? No, don't say that. What the hell? You can't say that. You're gonna make me panic. Oh, God. Actually, though, it's over. I'm done. Send me to the bench. Maybe I shouldn't be trying out this Conduit, this Celestial build. Maybe I need to play a real build. No, I'll be fine. I'm confident in my own abilities, he says. Definitely not confident in his own abilities. Quick question. We are right now still progressing on Silken Court. Which build would you go right now, considering we're still progressing? I'd go Shadowpan, single target. If you're progressing, like, Conduit's just, like, fun and games, really. I wouldn't run a Conduit build. Let me see if I have my talent.
Fire today, Wheels. In run 1.
This right? No, that's the AoE build.
I don't know.
I think I deleted the single target build I had. Hold on, give me a sec. I'll get you a build for that. And you basically want to constantly focus on the burst windows with the single target build for Silken Court.
Oh, it's the yeah from the second run. Okay. Maybe yeah.
This is a good one to go, David. For Silken Court. And basically, you like pop nothing on pull, pretty much, if you're going like that. Like, you might pop 1 Storm, Earth, and Fire to get the ball rolling, but you don't pop Zwan or anything, not even your pot, nothing like that. And then the moment you get to that first burst window, pop absolutely everything. You can pot a little bit before that. I think I'd go through it a bit better. I have a video called Nerub'ar Palace, boss kills or something like that, full raid guide. There is like a section on the Silken Court where I pretty much go that exact same build, and it shows all the timers for when I use my cooldowns pretty much. It talks about like when I use my pop, and it's like a pretty good video that looks at Silken Court with that exact build and how I play that fight. But it's going to depend as well if you're blue team or red team. If you're red team, you're not going to, like, you have a lot more to do mechanic-wise. Unfortunately, it's just how the cookie crumbles. That's right, you can literally skip. I've chaptered that video as well, so you should be able to find exactly what you're looking for there. My replacement. Bannock. Oh no. Alright, we're popping out the crystallized augment rune then. We gotta go hard for this one. I imagine they'll just go normal shadow pan, right? Yeah, which is recommended for this boss, to be honest. Standard shadow pan build. But there's like some there's some niches to playing Celestial Conduit on this boss.
Holy guys, it's time.
Oh,
Like the best reason for going Conduit on this boss is you can you ideally get 2 charges out, but if you're like real nifty with it, you can get an extra Celestial Conduit burst just as he's like phasing into phase 2. So the idea of how I'm going to play this is I'll use everything on pull. As he goes down at about 1 minute 30, he's Conduit Celestial again. Then when he comes out at about the 3-minute mark, maybe like just past that, 3 minutes 10, that's when I pop everything again. And that's the idea of how this build works. I've seen people play it where they don't Celestial Conduit when he's about to go down, but I think because of our kill times, I think they're a little bit slower than that. I think I can get away with it. Yeah, depending on the kill time, it'll either work or it'll absolutely not work. So fingers crossed that the kill time's a little bit slower. You do need Treacherous Transmitter for Conduit the Celestials, realistically, on any of these, like, currently in live, yeah, you do. But don't worry, I've got one of those bad boys. It's maxed out. But yeah, you do. Don't go Conduit Celestials if you don't have one. Even if you have, like, a Scardins, it doesn't really... It's not as good as Conduit. Like, the raw agility you get works so well with, the hero talent. Like, you can play it if you really want to play it, but it won't do anywhere near as much damage. It's just such a huge buff. A Mythic Scardins and a Heroic TT. I don't know, you might be able to get away with the Heroic TT. Like, it's not that much of a stat difference. I mean, at least you've got a Scardins. I've never seen one in my life. Not even like a basic one drop. I can't, like, I'd love to go Scardin on some of these bosses, but I've never seen it drop. It doesn't exist to me.
We need, where's the prop warrior, huh?
You're being kicked over, dude.
Prop warrior, bro.
Wait, we're playing with no healers.
Wait, we have no, huh?
True, where are the
I'm
healers?
having difficulty starting my game.
Wait a second.
Wait, where? We have no healers.
I am in for Gaza, but if Max is not in, he can take my spot, so we have a healer, I guess.
I just got super lucky, so for raid I basically run Mythic Egg and Mythic Scardin. Yeah, I run Egg on... I run Egg on my ult. I prefer not to, though. I think Egg is, like, really... Especially if there's a lot of movement, I think it's, like, really awkward to use. But if needs must, Egg's not too bad. It is a little bit of sim bait, though. I burned all my luck for the next 60 years. No, don't worry. You'll get lucky next patch. Straight off the bat, you'll get a nice house of cards. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. That's the trinket you pretty much are going to need to use for Conduit the Celestials. If you don't have one, it's going to be suffering time again. I can't wait. I love relying on loot. Oh, right, Exac. Yeah, Exac's good. Yeah, that is a decent trinket. I pretty much have no good Mythic Plus trinkets. I did a lot of Mythic Plus at the start of the season and midway through. But as we've gotten to the end of it, kind of like,
I'm sure everyone knows how to zoom.
Sting the sheep.
What up, vibes? What's up, man? Don't know, brother.
I'm more of a Mythic Plus fiend.
I just woke up like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, those are really good for M+.
Bro, I took a small nap after work. It lasted 8 hours. I mean, brother, like, I'm just gonna dungeon farm and, like, fucking pass you in seconds. Like, what are we saying? Like, are you kidding me or what?
Bro, you already went from one character that you didn't level.
And so the Discord yapping commences.
Oh, it's easy, man. Bro, let me, you know, do it at my own pace, bro. We need to relax.
All right, we'll play next year.
I'm gonna play next year, bro. GG.
I don't know if this is an ult or not.
It's 20.
I'm tweaking a little bit. Oh
Sorry,
no.
Pipes, even though you have like a massive head start, I'm still gonna get more gear.
No, this has to be an ult.
Obviously. Like,
Because the
it's
gear's
over
not
anyways.
there.
No.
I'll stop tweaking. This is what happens when you have like another person that plays at your same spec and
We'll see
like
about that, man. I'm
a
gonna
run.
insta-log the
you like
first
start
wave.
like over analyzing
Max
everything
Ramos,
and it's a
I beat you in
competition.
Nerub'ar, confirm, for sure.
Everything becomes a competition.
Yeah.
Hit me with that PI.
If
I need
not,
it.
If not, I trade you one round token.
Okay.
Yeah. GG.
Let me do something that will help everybody here.
Yeah, actually,
Wait,
hold
what
on,
does
hold on,
Vibes have to lose?
let's make a rule.
I'll turn AJ down a little bit. Don't worry, guys. I got you.
No. So, let's
Very relatable.
10 bosses, right?
Yeah, usually like you don't with two
Yeah,
Windwalkers, right? Windwalker's so like unplayed that having two in a group is like blasphemy.
Well, I'll only have 2 healers.
We only have
We'll be
two
fine,
healers.
just be a bit careful. Check your group. We'll do 1.
Maybe I do have to hold for Conduit here. If we've got less healers. So if we have less healers, we're going to burn this boss a lot faster.
Buyer on the first 3 and then Ansurek.
Oh, he might be the buyer.
This is like finishing off the guy from last week.
Guys, he might be the buyer. I've been tweaking for nothing.
DJ different.
Oh, no, wait, no, he's not. This is the buyer.
Call him a dog this time.
Yeah.
Don't call him a
We
dog
did,
this
we didn't go
time.
Ansurek, so we have to give him the first 3 to kind of give him the vault back a bit, because he didn't get a vault with Ansurek in it.
We have a buyer, though. I don't know when I'm going to pop
Already
Conduit.
okay.
It's a tough one. I don't know if I go 3 Conduit or 2. I feel like I have to
think
risk
you
it for the
got
3.
icons, by the way, Nope.
Wait, you're not knocking out.
I have the screenshot.
Next time on my DJ on Sunday, that's going to make
In PTR, the hero talents still pretty equal. I will answer you afterwards, Joshua. Let me focus on this boss real quickly.
Check your group. 1, 3, 2, 4. Check your gateway.
5,
Shard.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Jump 3 times.
Perfect. Jump 3 times. We
Storm,
love to see it.
Earth, and fire in 5.
Oh, those are
Invoke
not
Seal,
correct.
The white tiger in 4.
Ignore any of those
Celestial
things on my
Conduit in
screen telling me
7.
timers. No. Someone stunned me.
And 1, 3.
Storm, Earth, and fire in 8.
Anybody got up to anything nutty in the last 24 hours?
Nutty in the last 24 hours. Hell no.
Quite Marvel Rivals a bit, then
I'm greedy. I'm a greedy goblin, but I do it for the pass. Cheeky Vivify. So now it's the debate. Do I Conduit here or not? Oh, it's so...
Invoke Siwan.
I'm gonna do it.
Tiger in 8.
I'm gonna do it.
Celestial Conduit in 8. Jump 3 times.
I'm gonna do it for the pass.
Storm, Earth,
Pray
and
for me.
fire in 8.
Okay, it was worth it in my mind. It was worth it in my mind.
there you go, Mike. You're very quiet.
And now we like basically have to manipulate this phase here. Like you gotta be really dirty. So you see I'm full stacked on Strike of the Windlord. I'm not popping that now until next phase. Just because I'm being super dirty here for DPS. Don't play like me.
Careful.
And now we're going to build chi up here. Oh, I do it for the pass. Alright, we're building chi up here. That went a little bit faster than I would have liked it to. So now I need this boss to stay alive for about 40 seconds. Otherwise, it was not worth it. I think he will. I think this works out, actually.
Collect or stand in
Make sure you
circle.
get the gate down.
Oh, this actually works out perfectly. Oh, it's beautiful, guys.
One frame.
Oh, it's beautiful. That actually worked out so perfectly. Sorry, yeah, I know there were questions. I I was playing a little bit hard. I was so hard focused. It was a 99, not like crazy or anything. I was hoping it would be a bit better. Getting dropped for sure. No, all their damage was an ad. No, stop.
What kind of game is that? I think system is still so fucked as the bottom one.
Slight
It's-
tweakage.
whoa.
Yeah, a little bit tweakage. It did all line up perfectly though.
It did,
That
yeah,
was
not
really,
bad.
really good actually. I'm happy with how that lined up kill time wise. Are the hero talents still pretty equal or still shadow pan?
That's realistic.
It's a little bit too early to tell, but at the moment Shadow Pan's got so many like changes in quality of life.
How if you pick hardcore, it's
Sorry, hold on.
difficulty.
There's like a super high chance that Conduit will be played at least in some form of content. Like it's already feeling better in Raid, for instance, for next season. Like it feels so nice in Raid. The difference between the two is Conduit's so bursty, right, and it's all around the windows, whereas Shadow Pan's super consistent. But I'd be extremely like surprised if Conduit didn't see some play in some content, especially raiding. I think it'll be seen in raiding. Look at my goat winning on damage meters, you're goddamn right. That damage was all fake, by the way. It was. I'm not. No, I feel like I'm going into this too hard. But it was. It was. Oh no. That buyer is hot on your heels. No, the monk isn't the buyer. The monk is an actual player. The buyer is the Death Knight called Death Ren. If the buyer was hot on my tails, I'd have to reevaluate everything that I do, I think. It'd be time to re-roll my channel. We become a Demon Hunter channel, guys. Thoughts? Anyone saw me play Demon Hunter? Yeah. Let me fix these timers as well, because this note shouldn't be up for this. It was telling me to do cooldowns when I didn't want it. I can't change talents in combat. I'm not in
1 3
combat.
left, 2 4 right.
Oh, I changed groups. I'm 1 now. Alright, I really like Conduit on this boss. Like, even if Olgrax, it might still be better to play Shadow Pan. This boss, if you're playing it like fast kill times, you have to go Conduit for this. You have to. Top loggers at the moment go Conduit on this boss. Not to brag, but I got 100 on this boss at one point. Not anymore, but I did. No, weird flex, weird flex. But...
Skills was doing that on Sark progress.
I'll answer you again, Joshua, once I finish this boss.
He swore that it was lowering like, the total damage.
Collect or stand in circle.
And he got kicked from the map once they found that afterwards.
I don't mind being the second group that goes down here. I think I actually
Sort of-
prefer it.
Yeah.
No, even mine or whatever.
My team go left.
Yeah, and farm maybe.
So this build that I'm using is kind of like a hybrid build of single target and AoE, because I still prefer single target for Bloodbound Horror. But if the ads line up really well for you on this boss, like they're all nicely stacked and everything, you can get some crazy damage by just taking Chi-Ji really for your AoE. But really, single target is much better. In my opinion. Okay, the ads are pretty juiced up, actually. Not gonna lie, we've got some good spawns here.
That's a knockout.
I also want to, like, try and guarantee a touch of death. Yeah, so we got a touch of death.
Collect or stand in circle.
I'm gonna get some nice lineups here, actually.
Water or tea?
So I'm holding Strike of the Windlord here, so I can get 2 heart burst windows. Unfortunately, the kill time is a little slow here, so Conduit will fall off a bit. But otherwise, not bad. Not bad. Like, if you kill it before it even does the gore splatter, you've guaranteed yourself a rank 1 log. Like, no, not even joking. Alright, could have been better. Could have been better. I'm not going to say anything. No comments here. I know who I am. I know where I stand. Oh, I'm so toxic. I'm usually not toxic. Just all this toxicity is just coming out of me. Also, what's your opinion on Pique Serenity for monk builds? Amazing. On my Discord, I even have like a tab full of written guides. Pique Serenity is where I learn absolutely everything for playing Windwalker Monk. Because obviously there's not a lot of people that make YouTube videos besides me, but I'm a very recent channel, like 4 months old. So learning Windwalker and Dragonflight especially, everything I learned was from reading Pique Serenity guides. They're always on top of the game. They always release like rotations, guides, single target, especially for Windwalker. Like,
it's gonna be too much for him.
Like I cannot police Pique of Serenity enough. It's genuinely where, like, if Pique of Serenity didn't exist, I'd probably not even play Windwalker Monk, because like they're just so good. Like, the community's so good, they constantly update everything. Like, yeah, amazing. I guess it's the TLDR. Yes, especially the website. Like, trust in their guides. They have some great theory crafters, everything. What eye level's the other monk? Yeah, not as high as me, guys. I don't have an add-on that tells me, but I've looked through the gear. I'm gonna say like 630 at a push. We'll go 630. So it's not really a competition. I'm milking it, guys. I'm milking it a bit. I'm milking it for that content. Click details. Oh, does it work like that? Does it? 632. 632. Damn. That's some good tech. I didn't even think of that. So Cicrin's the first boss where we're going to actually have proper timers, and that's because I've never used Conduit the Celestials for this boss. Pretty simple timers over here for when to use everything. Low-key kind of just borrowed them from another player, which is honestly what you should do when like you haven't done a build before, and then adapt it as you get on. But I've never run Celestial Conduit for this, so I'm not too familiar with the timers. It seems pretty simple though. On pull, obviously, and then you get 1 more burst window around 1 minute 40, which I think is just after the big explosion. So it makes sense to hold cooldowns there. Hover over his icon on details. Yeah. Thank you, Cameron and Kilner. Ash Fletch, let's go, dude. Dude is streaming 7 days a week. No spooks, it's 3 days. It was just 2 days initially, but I thought because I'm going to have to stream a fair bit when the new tier comes out, I might as well get used to it. Like, get into the zone of streaming quite a bit. Plus, I enjoy it. Seeing as I'm playing the game anyway, I might as well stream it, right? I also enjoy really chatting to all of you guys, just having fun. Yeah, I just enjoy it. Okay, someone threw a bomb. I guess we're not moving. Also, I'm pretty sure we're playing this with like 2 healers. Those 2 bosses we played with 2 healers. It looks like we have some changes now. I'm in for every single boss, so there's no like sitting out this run. I'm usually out for Olgrax, but this week not. Don't ask me why. No idea. Pretty awesome for new players to learn. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole premise of the channel, really. It's why I do all the guides and everything. I try to talk through everything because, like, it's one thing to, like, just play the spec, but I also want to, like... I want to get people into Windwalker as well as people that play Windwalker. Like, just help people out. But we're, like, one of the, like, the tiniest, Monks are, like, the least played class. Windwalker's probably one of the least played damage specs because of it. Like, let's get a few more of us. Let's share the knowledge. Alright, we'll turn Discord back on for some talks on this one. So yeah, Conduit again. Realistically, this is pretty much the exact talent tree you'd run for Shadowpan. The difference is Zorn's Bond for transfer of power. Just so that we can get that roughly 1 minute 30, 1 minute 40 second Celestial Conduit. Otherwise, this build is literally what you'd play for Shadowpan.
We need to get someone out.
I agree, there's very few people making Windwalker videos, PvE even more so. It's a shame after I picked it up, every other DPS feels so slow and boring. Yeah, I mean, in the PvP, there's a fair few that PvP do it. I know nothing about PvP. If you ask me a PvP question, I'll probably tell you the wrong answer. Not my specialty. But there's a lot of good Windwalker PvPers. Like, I know Trill, for instance. I don't know... I don't know if Trill makes, like, a lot of videos and stuff, but man, that guy's so good at Windwalker. He's like the aspiration. He plays for Liquid, I think. My god. He does PvP, he does PvE, he does it all. That guy is cracked. But yeah, I haven't played PvP in years. I suck at it. I'll be honest. I could probably learn, but I don't know, I've never really fancied WoW PvP. It's just not not really interested in it.
Do we hear a feast?
Okay, they did reset, yeah? I'm gonna make myself a bit louder, quite a bit louder. So put me down a bit again.
Right.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I don't know, my PC randomly reset like my input volume, and I was on 29%.
Yeah, Windows update.
does-
That's at the times.
Yeah, it does that a lot.
Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Yeah, let me know.
Invoke Xuen, the White Tiger in 4.
Boy, it's like he's
Storm,
right
Earth,
next to me now.
and Fire in 5.
Right behind.
Collect or stand in circle.
Hey, yo.
Celestial Conduit in 7.
Oh my god, so many Fist Furies in this opener. That's actually kind of crazy. Loki, kind of insane. Lame. Broke. Okay. I guess I wasn't getting that corner. I had to make sure that I didn't hit them or the old, like, thing. I love how that was my responsibility. There, I thought I'd locked in my position. Nope. Someone stood on top of me. What? Why are they there? Oh, the buyer got it right. Okay. So here you can see my cooldowns are pretty much coming off, but because he's about to do a sweeping slash, hold everything, we will now get everything out.
Storm, Earth, and Fire in 8. Collect or stand in circle.
Don't get the mechanic. I'll scream if I get the mechanic. I didn't get the mechanic. We're being chilling. Oh, the hunter. So that's a hunter thing. A hunter gets the first one, they can feint death at the perfect time, and then it won't do any more of the cast. Real cool tech if you ever play hunter. Windwalkers that play hunter. Don't know how many of them there are.
A lot of space to use there.
Oh, amazing. I get this as well. Am I going to have to health pot here? Potentially. I've got a big dot on me.
Yeah.
I might get more and more Storm Earth and Fire, but this is the thing about Conduit Celestial, right? I've done all my bursts, so now I'm only just going to be falling down the meters.
Yeah. Fire as well. Get away from him. He's through the middle. He threaded the needle.
Not bad. Not bad, could have been better. If we killed it faster, like, you can see though, I just constantly drop down the meters when you're outside of your window. And that's why you usually don't run this build on Cicrin. It's all about kill time.
That one is Ansurek.
Like, you kill that 20 seconds earlier, 10 seconds earlier. Be a different story. But not bad for Cicrin. It feels a lot better now than it used to, because that fight used to go on for ages.
Yeah, it would.
Anyone interested? 97 for Cicrin. Not bad, not amazing. 96 for Bloodbound Horror. Again, not amazing, not awful. Mid. Oh, hello. Hello, ads. I guess I'm their focus.
Why is the shaman's name so...
For this boss, we're obviously going Conduit the Celestial again. Pretty standard at this point, but we're going more of an AoE build. I don't know how you get a good log on this one. I feel like you've got to cheese the ads, but at the same time, when you're playing with like 2 warriors, right, and a DK, how are you getting any ad damage in? Like, realistically, right, though, they're just gonna one-shot those. We'll see what we can do, but I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way to hold DPS for ads. I'm just gonna play the fight relatively normally. I'm a goblin, but, you know, not that bad. This is just the AoE Conduit the Celestial build. Same pretty much talents, except you're more going into the dance of the Chi-Ji, spinning crane kick sort of thing. So you are kind of gonna, like, you kind of want to get the ads. The idea is to try hold Chi-Ji spins when the ads spawn and try get them off on them, but how realistic that will be, we'll find out. Where's Rashinan? These are the timers I'm going to use. So ideally we get 3 conduits off. Will it happen? Maybe.
Probably do it. We don't have any buyers in, so it should go very fast.
True, yeah.
Did it.
This is
did it 3 weeks ago with you.
We actually don't have any buyers in anymore, so we should get kill times a bit faster, which will actually make the difference for Conduit. Fun fact with Rashinan, you can actually stand really close to him. Like, you can stand about here.
5,
I think you can go a bit further, but I'm terrified. I don't want to pull him early.
Collect or stand in circle. Celestial Conduit in 7. Storm, Earth, and Fire in 4. Invoke Suwin, the White Tiger in
Dear
3.
RNG gods, don't give me mechanics, I'll scream. I'm gonna scream. That was pretty bad, actually. So ads are coming up. Like, we try to get, like, a spin off there, but, like, realistically, we maybe got 1. That was... Like, you see what I mean? The warriors just blade storm them. If you don't have, like, perfect positioning and abilities up, then, yeah, good luck. We have 1 heart stack of Strike of the Windlord. I'm going to save it for the next platform. Using it now would be a waste. Because we're about to head over. So I'm just going to hold it.
Storm, Earth, and Fire innate. Invoke Siwan, the White Tiger innate. Celestial Conduit innate.
Get ready to go to the right.
Storm, Earth, and Fire innate.
Oh, no way I got that.
Right on the way, wait for space.
No way I got the mechanic when I wanted to... Oh, that's so annoying. That actually sucked. I got double mechanics in a row. I didn't even know that was possible. And I've burnt a lot of my defensives. I do still have Fortifying Brew, so I might be okay. But I've stood in so much of the nasty stuff. I'm gonna Hellstone it.
If a strand spawn, do a darkness spawn.
If I get a strands here, I'm actually so dead.
Orb is not left.
Please, God.
Very to the left.
I've suffered enough.
Get the darkness out. And everyone stack up. Get ready to go left. Stand on the star. So if you get the strand, go right.
Oh my God, this game. Yeah, just give me every mechanic. I don't mind. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's dead actually.
About every mechanic that boss could throw out went on me. Cool, but awesome. But you can see how fast you can kill bosses when you don't have like buys and then everybody's max eye level. Absolutely insane. Like died before it even flew over to this platform. So I could have got one more Conduit out, so maybe Conduit's not the best.
I was
just
waiting in Dorning, old raw dog, doing nothing.
If he flew over here, my Conduit would have come off a cooldown and would have got one more burst window. Because we killed it so fast, the issue lies in that you kind of basically lose a lot of damage because you're not casting Conduit. So that's what I mean when I say, like, the burst windows are so important that you kill the boss, like, pretty much right after one. And if it doesn't line up, you're kind of playing yourself a little bit. But kill times vary. Like, it's really hard to tell before you pull a boss when you're going to actually down it. Like, you can look at, like, past pulls and stuff, but every comp's different. It'll feel a lot less like this, I think, in Season 2, when burst windows are more around Strike of the Windlord. Every 30 seconds, rather than every, like, minute 30. Either way, though, that was good. I like that one. But anyone interested? That is Bloodbound Horror. We're not interested in that. 97. That was fast. I'm fast with it. You get a peek. You get one peek, and then I move it over. We usually do Kaiveza next. Kaiveza I am not going... It's like one of the 2 bosses I'm not going Conduit on, just because it's just not viable. Like, it's kind of trolling. Like, it's not trolling on these bosses, because you can do it, but on... Kaiveza, because it's such a long boss fight and the windows don't line up as well, and Overnax as well. It's trolling. I don't mind playing Conduit as long as I'm not trolling. Like, I'm gonna play it on Queen and Silken Court, right? In my opinion, that's not trolling. You basically need PIs out the wazzo to play Conduit on the next 2 bosses, and I'm not willing to pay my priest. I'm not paying my priest. I do need to make some Citron changes. We are going to go for the other one. The Thunderlord's Crackling Citron for this. I even made a note of it, because I never change Citrons. I also need to check my position for this boss. I'll check all of these things. There's a lot I need to do. There's a lot I need to do, and there's trash in the way. Oh, there's too much to micromanage. Help! The Royal Whisperer. The other monk's out. I genuinely think it's an ult. So now I no longer have to be competitive, guys. I can chill out. That brought out the worst in me. I apologize you had to see that. I didn't want you to see me like that. Now you know my true ways. Alright. So, Kai'Veza, Shadowpan. Really simplistic build here. It's pretty much a single target build that you run on any of the single target bosses in the raid. Only 2 of them, but yeah, pretty much standard. Nothing really cool or special here.
I think I'm moving to
And then I need to change the Citron. We'll change the Citron.
Checked, it's always a month before the raid opens.
No, it's not.
For the
There's
past
some
2
guy
hours.
on competitive WoW who compiled it last.
And then what we'll do as well is we'll change the note. So the note I use for this one is pretty standard. Don't worry too much about the DPS cooldowns when they pop up my screen. I tend to not follow them as much. It's all about defensives. All I care about here are when I need to press my defensives for my cooldowns here. So if you're programming Kai'Veza or interested, any of these numbers that you see here next to Fortifying, Brew, Diffuse Magic, this is when I highly recommend you press these defensives. Always during the intermission. But it's so that they line up for like the highest amount of damage.
8-week pack. Do something, please, by the way. For that, I don't think everyone's here.
This should feel a lot better than last night as well. Last night I did this on my Demon Hunter with like 1 defensive and it felt horrendous. I didn't realize how much I value like Vivify for a fight like this. Even like Touch of Karma and stuff, all these like we have so many defensives. Like Windwalker Monk's so privileged. Anyone that says Windwalker Monk doesn't have defensives, you're lying to yourself. We have like probably the most defensives. We have so many defensives, so many situations. Like we're so good about it. That's why I like him so much. Like I really got humbled when I played my Demon Hunter and had no way to heal myself.
1 week notice. Actually crazy.
Yeah, but this should be pretty chill. I enjoy Kai'Veza. Probably my favorite boss fight. Just because it's so like simple but punishing.
It's been updated. I have been changed.
Oh, I need to check. I need to check where I'm stood.
Not been changed.
I need to check where I'm stood. Oh my god, no, please. I don't have time. 12. I'm orange. Orange. Remember that, everybody. Orange. If you see me on blue, shout. I won't listen to you, but shout anyway.
I know, right? I don't think I've ever changed those. For a very long time. Okay. We'll go right
Any
back down.
Void Elves that never use Spatial Rift, or just me? I feel like I've used it once in my life, like unironically. And that was on Fire Act.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Collect or stand in circle.
Okay, you can bring the boss to me.
And fire in 4. Invoke Siwan.
Oh my god, we pulled it so... Like...
Do the placements how they need to be done.
I thought we'd pull it back a bit further. Okay.
Go out far enough. Marker dashes now. Seems to arrive.
I have been targeted. I'm going to red. So this is what I mean when I say like I love Vivify. I can just stand out here and just constant Vivify myself.
Care mid.
Such a vibe. Like I know I'm never going to die here. Unless I get hit by a... Okay, target me some more.
Storm.
Like, I love
and
Vivify.
fire in
It's
8.
my favorite defensive.
We'll see if we kill it or not. If we don't, then yeah.
And now I pop everything because I know I
Blue
can't get the
boss.
next dashes.
Blue boss.
Like I know for a fact I cannot get these. That was... He shot that the wrong way.
That one out.
Yeah. I got shot... Like, I was stood in a position where I shouldn't get hit.
Greatest. Do we know what happened there?
Who died?
I was definitely not stood in front of where a dash should have been going. Like, you can get pretty close to them.
That one goes is a bit weird.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I'm lagging. Turned off again.
Ignore that. Ignore that. It didn't happen. It means we can get a good opener this time. That opener was insanely bad.
Shit more with Celt on.
The boss got pulled over by red. Usually we pull it over here. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to get a bit closer. Otherwise, another reason why I don't like Treacherous Transmitter. You're so restricted with movement when you press it.
Just use the Blizzard frames.
I am a healer. When I'm healing, I
I
use
use
Blizzard
Blizzard
frames.
frames.
It's so easy to use.
I use Blizzard frames as well. ELV UI confuses me. Like, I used it once when I started playing this game a while ago, and it's just too much. It's too complicated. Blizzard frames are just fine. Like, they generally are just fine.
When you have big debuffs, you just make debuffs that you want. Like, for example, the ones that are dispellable, you just make them bigger.
How is Tremor Totem his top damage on a single target fight?
Shows everything.
Any shamans can explain that in the chat?
Like you'll have on some fights. a debuff
What?
which applies to
I thought this was an AoE
Why does it need to be
ability.
It's on the entire
You
group.
can make
Oh, I hate shamans. Every time I look, it's Tremor Totem.
Yes,
Bit
I know,
raided,
it's
yeah.
like-
Tremor Totem.
It's still good to show because then you know at least, hey, that person's taking damage.
It's just check ready, check.
Don't look at
Vibes,
Windwalker though.
stand on the
Our
market,
damage isn't all Fist of
basically.
Fury.
You
Kind
stand
of.
on purple there.
I didn't even have the guy.
It's not quite Tremor
You
Totem though,
had
is
on
it?
the first set and you just put it in the wrong spot, and then the person put it through a raid, basically.
Uh-huh. I did think it was a wrong spot.
So on that screenshot, that's the first charge.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so you need to be on purple there. Yep.
I went through purple. Like, I went through them all.
I know, but you need to stand on purple so it lands at about the circle where the warlock circle is. We don't want to put it
Positioning
all the way
super
out.
important here. That's what we're going over at the moment in Guild in the Discord. Is that someone wasn't quite on their marker, and if you're not quite on your marker when you do the next dashes, like you have to be so pinpoint accurate with this boss. Otherwise, things like our entire guild, like we wiped basically because it wasn't accurately on there, so the dash went a little bit squiff.
But
Hits
yeah,
one
just hold.
person, me,
Let's go.
gets popped, everybody dies.
Okay, let's
Am
do
I
it.
orange or blue? Great question. I've forgotten. I think I'm orange.
5, 4,
Oh well.
And off we go.
2,
Collect or stand in circle. Invoke Suwon, the white tiger in 3.
Invoke
Storm,
Zimin,
Earth,
the white
and
tiger
fire
in
in
3.
4.
Place it as we discussed. Ready for market battles?
Those orbs are so cooked.
Shit, daggers is full.
Alright, I didn't get them.
Right.
Because I didn't get them now, I pop all my cooldowns instantly.
It's okay. I'll do that.
Okay, daggers, chill. Okay. Why'd that go through the middle?
Storm, Earth, and fire in 8.
I was so focused on dodging every dagger available, they should never go through the middle.
Let's see what happens.
I mean, that was mine because we moved. We were here, and then we moved the whole raid here.
Nah, there
I
was
mean,
an orb doing from like here to the raid.
Okay, yeah, that one was mine here, but like it was like.
I mean, I should have seen the orb, but I was so focused on dagger lines that I didn't even notice the orb come in.
Yeah, I mean, you get too close to the line. Yeah, obviously everyone just always in the middle. Okay. So go for it. Almost timer.
Back in my day, we used to one-shot Nexus Princess Kaibeza.
Even if you are on the line, I feel like it's still
Lock in.
if you know you're gonna be there.
I'm talking to myself, by the way. Don't.
Yeah, well, it's
I'm
fine.
telling myself to
We
lock
played
in.
instantly for the placement, to be fair. I mean, the people I died couldn't have reacted.
Collect or stand
Oh, I
in circle.
hate this one.
Very,
Storm, Earth,
So you have to
and
pop it
fire in
instantly,
4.
otherwise it goes into
Invoke
Narnia.
Suwon, the white tiger in 3.
Orb is by far the worst. Also, why is Chi-Ji proccing? Have I got my wrong talents on? I just kind of noticed that Chi-Ji's proccing. It should not be proccing. It shouldn't even be a thing. I think I've been a bit stupid with my talent.
alright.
Not targeted, so pop everything here.
No.
That is so squiff.
Okay.
Oh, no. That one shot everybody. I dodged that one, though. I did see that one.
Pretty sure someone went on my mark.
Someone went to the wrong one. Put it through the middle.
Storm, earth, and
Ooh,
fire in
ooh.
8.
I had purple, so I should have went red.
Why am I getting Chi proc? Oh. Right, okay. I should not have revolving whirl on. Yeah, that's my mistake. I basically made all these talent pages earlier on, but I had to make like 8 different ones. There was sure to be a mistake or two. I was so confused why I kept getting Chi procs. It'll no longer happen, I apologize. Also, I'm running out of augment runes. I'm gonna have to start using my crappy one, my Dreambound one.
We'll go on this timer.
We're just trying to prolong the stream, guys. Basically, we're only doing this one run and then one kill on a demon hunter, so the stream like might not even be that long today, unfortunately, just because we're not doing that much. But we're trying to prolong it for you guys, you know, so you get more content out of it. I know you want to watch me do Kaibeza over and over. Don't ask, don't ask. It's fine. I got you. I know what you want. Is Mad Queen mandates good for Hunter?
I don't think any of you went wrong in the end. I think Rampo just got hit by 2 from where he was stood and died, put his orb in the middle.
Mad Queen's mandate on a Hunter?
Rampo, yeah,
What, does he have to run in, Mad Queen mandate, and then run back?
You get hit by 2 charges.
Hunter tech. Also, 12% of his damage, by the way. Cool trinket.
Okay. Keep it slow and steady, guys. Don't just, you know, every time now, first set, someone just does it wrong. Just keep it chill. Don't panic. Go to your spot. Okay? Keep it slow and steady.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Collect or stand in circle. Storm, earth, and fire in 4. Invoke Siwen, the white tiger in 3.
What is that shaman damage? Did he just prop like 50 ascendances in a row or something? Full class, Blizzard. I rate that one.
Just not going up far enough there. Reaver. Who's to the right?
Didn't get the mechanics, so I popped Storm, Earth, and Fire.
Should go out.
Daggers.
Mid.
Care for orb. Right, cool.
Get vaporized.
Storm, earth, and fire in
Oh,
8.
that was a nasty pull.
Reaver boss.
No mechanic on me, so if I'm stood here, I shouldn't get hit by anything. I'll play it safe, just for safety reasons.
Everyone in the middle dodging. Everyone else go out.
Was I orange or blue? This man's like greatest question. Orange or blue? I'm gonna say orange.
Two markers.
Alright, and now we have to use defensives at the perfect time. I'm gonna put touch of karma here actually, just because I didn't like that double overlap. I don't like how much damage is coming out here, I'll be honest. I'm getting hit by everything. This is...
Siwen, the white tiger in 8.
3,
Storm,
2,
earth,
1
and
now.
fire in 8.
Ow.
Collect or stand in circle.
That was so scuffed. I usually don't karma there, and I don't recommend it, but... I don't know, we were overlapping so many of our abilities that I felt forced to. And I would have died if I didn't, so it was the right call, but it means if I get targeted coming up by the next dash, I have no defensive for it, which is really bad. So we gotta pray I don't get targeted by the next dash. Just kind of get lucky, I guess. Please get lucky.
Two to the
Give me a
right.
bit of luck. Thank you,
Bit back,
Blizzard.
full.
Okay, it means I'm not punished for popping Karma there. I could have been super punished, like genuinely. Also, I don't like Whirling Dragon punching here. It's so risky. If you can avoid it, just for... Okay, that... Where can you stand here? Oh my god, these positions are so bad. Oh my
River ball.
god.
I'm not moving it. Okay, this is it now, this is it.
I'm just gonna stand over here for safety. Yep.
Take it wheels, everyone else chill in the middle.
We're taking the boss out, are we calling it?
What did we not do for Ghost?
Oh, we didn't dash through. Not enough dashes through. Yikes. Watching a raid in Black Tower raid? What's Black Tower raid?
I need a minute.
Is that like another game?
Sorry?
I need a minute.
Yeah, I need a minute.
Black Tower, wow? Doesn't ring a bell. Am I being stupid?
No. I feel like it moved so weird on me in the middle of that pool like on that last set. Let me watch it back.
Oh, Black Temple. I haven't done Black Temple in years. You're progging Kaiveza. What do I recommend Karma here? I try to Karma every time I get a dash. So I like to have fixed like defensive timers for Fortifying Brew and Diffuse Magic in the intermission, like locked in times when I use them. And Karma I tend to use when you get the dash. Like the moment you have the dash goes on you, Karma Kaiveza. So you basically negate all the damage from the dash because it hits hard. And then you just Vivify yourself whilst you're waiting for the orbs to come out of you. Usually, like I don't Karma any other time. I did on that pull, so I knew I was in trouble.
Collect or stand.
But usually I wouldn't even have it up for that.
The White Tiger in 3. Storm, Earth, and Fire in 4.
Make sure you go out far enough now. Don't kill anyone. Might not be you that gets killed, you might kill someone else.
So if I get the dashes here, I'll Karma instantly. Yeah, I do. So I Karma instantly on the boss, and then stand on green marker. And then I just move out the group. And I stand over here, and I Vivify myself. Basically, this is textbook how I would play every time you get a dash on you.
Storm, Earth, and Fire in 8.
Karma's like my basically use when I need it defensive on this fight. Whereas the other two are like set to survive the intermission.
Careful in the middle now, dagger's coming. Careful on your way back in.
So in this intermission, you'll now see on my screen in the middle, at some point, like, a time will start cooling down for when I need to use my defensives. Basically, because I've inputted them in to be used at, like, an exact time during each intermission. So right there, Fortifying Brew just popped up. I really don't want to press it until I have to. Until, like, that comes up. So now I press it, and that should last for the entire, like, rest of the intermission, with Diffuse Magic as well.
The White Tiger in 8.
Big now.
Storm,
So now this should last for the initial final pop that we all get. And then see, I barely took any damage there because I basically got the perfect defensives. Sometimes, like, if you have to press them early if you're going to die. But they're basically timed so that they are perfect for the intermission. But not every pull goes exactly how you plan it.
Make sure you go out far enough. Move close. To the right, mark dashes.
So I get it again. Oh, 2 to the right. Fuck. Oh, I almost panicked there. That was so bad. I almost went through, but I saved it. You see, I also popped Karma there. And now I'm just going to Vivify myself. Spam Vivify. Make sure I don't get hit by a line. I cannot die here, so I'm healing myself. Monk's so OP. Oh! I don't want to say that I almost went through that orb. But yeah, make sure you have some sort of Vivify setup for this fight. It makes it so much easier. It'll keep you alive, because you can't always rely on your healers here.
Dodging daggers now. Careful on your way back in. Take your time.
There are orbs everywhere. My health is so low right now. I think we're running with less healers tonight.
It's rather interesting for Adams.
This is so early for a touch of death as well. This boss is getting new.
To where I was. I mean,
So I have a health pot for this. I'm gonna literally use everything to survive this. But still, I need to be like I cannot be. I gotta be. What's the word? It's not lenient. Oh!
The white tiger innate. Diffuse
I didn't panic there. My health bar didn't just instantly disappear there. Your health bar instantly disappeared there.
Big defensive.
And now diffuse magic should save me. I'm even going to Vivify here, just to be extra safe. Yeah, and we're fine. But you can see how crazy it can get, like, moment's notice. Like, and then I barely get any use out of my second cooldowns because we just killed it so fast. So that kind of didn't line up that nicely. But hopefully that was kind of like a good showcase of defensive usage. I popped so quickly that even though my Fortifying Brew didn't say to use it, I had to at that time. Otherwise, I was dead.
We have rather a lot of melee in this one.
That was really bad, actually. They are saying we have a lot of melee. Yeah, that makes it so much harder. Like, usually it's not that sketchy. I see a lot of people commenting. Sorry, I was full on locked in there. I was diffusing those and calming the intermission. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. I think that diffuse like is really good for that final little overlap. Like, you take no damage because everybody gets a line on them, right? So if you're overlapped by 2, like, diffuse is going to nullify 60% of everything. Karma is like a set amount. Like one of the like you can get away with both of them. I'm just like set up with diffuse magic, and I'm pretty happy with using that there. But I mean, I think they can both be interchanged. It's up to you, really. I just think diffuse magic is more reliable if you get hit by more things.
You want Ansurek to soak a wet blade or whatever. You can pick anything. You probably just turn a bit on.
Current event gives a piece of heroic gear. What's the event, Jigs?
Kill the bosses, you know. Keep it chill. Anyway.
Mark of the Crane is being removed from the game? Yes, it is. Yeah, Season 2, no more Mark of the Crane. I'm new as Windwalker, doing +2, 3 keys, training on dummies, and I feel like I'm losing much damage and now applying Mark of the Crane. Yeah, basically, don't worry about it too much because it'll be gone in less than a month. Like, if you really want to min-max it, run the Rushing Jade Wind talent. Like, Rushing Jade Wind is so good to get Mark of the Crane stacked. It's this talent right here, and every time you strike with the Windlord, any target that you hit with it, you basically get a Mark of the Crane stack. So for M+ in particular, you can basically get 5 stacks instantly every time you strike with the Windlord, as long as you, like, hit everything, if that makes sense. And you can always use Storm, Earth, and Fire to, like, manipulate stacks. Like, every time you Storm, Earth, and Fire, you should get, like, 3 stacks every time you hit something. But genuinely, you don't have to worry about it too much because it's being removed next season. So if it's an issue now, don't worry. It'll be gone. It'll be gone in a month. Don't worry about it too much. You're all good. Basically, Spinning Crane Kick will do a fixed amount of damage on all targets now. I preferred Mark of the Crane. It was a little fun. It was a little piece of identity. It definitely makes Windwalker more accessible. Yeah, that's the toss-up, isn't it? Like, it basically... It helped with skill expression a little bit. But at the same time, like, removing it helps ease of access. And I think, like, Windwalkers are so limited. Like, if anything helps more players play it, then I'm all for it. The more, the merrier. Everybody, get in here. Ovnax is the other boss we're going Shadowpan for, just because it's standard. But you kind of go the Mythic Plus build here. So you'll see I'm running Energy Burst, Sequence Strikes. It just kind of works out better. You keep Chi up this way. You get a lot of value out of blocking the ads. There are loads of builds you can use for Ovnax here. I personally just prefer the standard AoE one. which is like, you wouldn't go these two, instead you go Aura Elements and Drinking Horn cover. But I do like this one as well. It is growing on me. And if you played a lot of Mythic Plus, it's a standard build, so you will be familiar with it. I'd imagine so anyway, unless you're going the not standard build. Have they patched the desync for Shadowpan Flurry Strikes? They have not. And I don't think they ever will. They'd have to, like... It's just how Flurry Strikes is coded, and how it operates. Like, I don't think you can ever fix it, if that makes sense. Like... I don't know how they'd fix it. But no, they have not fixed the desync. You can still desync it, and I would advise doing it. They're well aware of it. It's not bug abuse. You're literally... if you don't want to do it, don't do it, but every top Windwalker will do it, because, like, you're just basically changing when your thing procs. And honestly, it should proc at the start. It's annoying that it doesn't. It honestly should. Otherwise, you basically lose an entire window. But that's a rant for another day. I'm not here to rant the intricacies of desyncing Flurry Strikes.
5, 4, 3.
Jump 3 times.
Oh, we finally get a jump 3 times. So everything on pull.
Invoke Siwen, the White Tiger in 4.
That felt a little bit off because I kind of forgot that I don't have ordered elements on. That's okay. So ideally, I want Chi-Ji spinning crane kicks for this. That's like an ideal world situation. I have got 2 set up. I don't know if they'll last the entire time. Green, purple, orange, yellow. I also like to say my egg markers out loud. I apologize if you don't like that, but it means I always hit the right one. We didn't get one though. And unfortunately, unfortunately... Oh, we did get another one here. So, for this boss, we'll never be top damage, right? Impossible. Impossible ask. But we do quite consistent damage here, and we didn't pop something. I think everybody's jumping off. I was confused why everyone was jumping off. We didn't pop an egg.
I think I missed it.
It's alright. Give it a go.
No, keep doing it for raid, Shane. Honestly, I've did it before this raid. Like, it's been a thing since alpha. They're well aware of it. I watched your guide. I kind of know what to press, but overall damage on 5 dummies is always low, 200k, then Simbot. So I think that time when I have those marks, I lose much damage. Yeah, I think the only time that you have to worry about Mark of the Crane really is when you don't have Strike of the Windlord up or any Storm Earth and Fires, like you've basically expended everything. At that point, then it would be worth tab targeting just to get them up. But like that's so limited, like there's so few windows where you'd have to tab target, it's just not crazy worth it. And then yeah, especially in going into next season, it's just not a thing. Do I get my food buff? I think I just missed it. Oh well, sucks to be me.
And fire in 4.
It just sucks to be me.
Stand in circle. Invoke Siwen, the White Tiger in 4.
Oh, I can't wait for the ordered element changes as well. I like them. Green, purple, orange, yellow. Green, purple, orange, yellow.
And fire in 8.
Oh, give me to my egg. Oh, we missed it again. Wasn't me. I apologize of FPS on Overnax, by the way, guys. Really not much I can do here. It's just the boss. Anyone that's done this boss knows. You can turn off everything and it will still be a fiesta on FPS. Especially on that initial pack, because we bloodlust and people save their cooldowns for that.
Just focus on getting it right, then let's focus on...
Isn't it impossible to desync for M+ anyway? Technically, no. Technically, you can do an M+, and then, like, There is a way
obviously
to
it goes
technically
purple and
desync at the
gold.
start.
Be ever afraid at this point on a double stack.
I don't do it myself in an M+, because I feel like I'd mess it up too often for like the gain.
You'll be
You
fine.
could basically build up like stacks up to 9 or whatever, and Tiger Palm, and then as you like charges are going out, you could move out at the last second.
Get the bosses done.
For instance, like you could
nice
move
and
out
keep it chill.
with like 1 stack left. There is a way to manipulate it, but
Keep it chill.
it's above my pay grade. You'd have to spend time actually practicing it for every key on how you'd want to do it.
5, 4,
But it actually is.
Jump 3
I think it's
times.
something like it can make your damage go up by
Storm,
like
Earth, and fire
4%
in
or
4.
something if you do it on
Invoke Seawind,
an
the
actual
white
M+.
tiger in 4.
In raid, it's like 1 to 2%. But in M+, the value's so much higher, just because you're always doing AoE, right? But definitely still possible. Say it with me. Green, purple, orange, yellow.
Here we go.
Storm, Earth,
To the
and
back,
fire
to the
in
back.
8.
Here
I have no procs. I love my life. I got no procs. No spinning crane kick procs. Feels horrible, man. Like going into those with like spinning crane kick procs like make the difference. If you have none, yeah, it feels bad. But I built up none. Oh well.
go. Spread.
Yellow, orange, purple, green.
Spread. Markers. Sorry, egg fever's coming now.
Storm, Earth,
Make sure we
and
do the
fire
knocks.
in 8.
You keep
Green?
those to-
Ew.
Knock. Free spread.
Low-key, my damage looks really bad, but actually 1.5 million at this point in the fight is actually really high compared to what I usually do on Overnac. I don't know
Invoke
why.
Seawind,
It's,
the
yeah,
white
it just
tiger
looks
in
so
8.
low because you're comparing it to DKs and Shamans. But actually, I'm happy with that number right now.
Storm, Earth, and fire in 8.
Orange, yellow, green, purple. Orange, yellow,
Just go
green,
debuff.
purple. Okay, so I'm probably going out. I'm not going out.
Jump
So
3 times.
1, 2.
And obviously just be moving over range. Stay spread out as best you can. Spells down.
Yeah, apologies if you are writing anything in the chat. I can see out the corner of my eye, but I cannot read chat while doing these bosses. I will get to your questions or anything in the downtime between them.
Over.
You're not being ignored. Well, kind of being ignored, but delayed. I will get back to you. I will get back to you. Don't worry.
Your spatial.
Purple, yellow, orange, green. Right? Yeah, purple, yellow, orange, green.
We go.
Storm, Earth, and fire in 8.
Yellow.
Okay,
Ew.
maybe you need to do it. No, I mean,
I'll go around then.
try it.
Oh, we got 2 spinning crane kicks for this as well. And I got webs. Of course I got webs.
Get out.
That sucked. That was such bad web timing, actually. Only during all my cooldowns. That's absolutely fine.
A hot minute here.
Oh, that
Invoke
sucked,
Seawind,
actually.
The white
It's
tiger
alright.
in 8.
We did expend health pot and hellstone though for that.
What's the difference between a hot minute and a cold minute?
Cold minute's slow, hot minute's fast.
I don't have the answer.
Purple, green, orange, yellow.
or stand in circle.
I have no health. I'm actually concerned I'm going to die here. I need to be super careful with my feet movement. Positioning, you know what I mean? Like, genuinely pretty terrified.
Return it. Or dopamine.
Whenever you're having fun or you
Storm, earth, and fire in 8.
Storm, earth, and fire in 8? You're absolutely wrong. I'm not popping that then. Green, purple, orange, yellow.
Range, move over to triangle.
Green, purple, orange, yellow. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. I'm just looking at my health bar going, I have nothing. I've got nothing left.
It's like cortisol. Yeah,
This boss died so quickly, guys. Like, actually kind of low-key crazy where we killed that. Yeah, that was good. I like that one. Another question, when I need to use free blackout kick, AoE scenario. So blackout kick, you basically want to use, it works the same as spinning crane kick where it stacks 2 times. Ideally, you can wait till it's on 2 stacks and then use it. But you want to be careful that you don't overstack it, because you won't know if you've overstacked it, right? With spinning crane kick, you kind of get like a notification, like, because the cooldown starts and then it resets, so you can kind of tell if you messed up. With blackout kick, there's no true indicator. There might be in the top right here, and you can probably get maybe a weak aura for it, but with just Lothox, it's a little bit hard to tell. Usually want to use it whenever it's at 2 stacks, ideally. Perfect. It really depends. If like you need chi at short notice, you can use it as well, especially if you're running energy burst. It's like a really good way to give yourself chi as like a tiger palm alternative. Yeah, it doesn't like contribute that much damage. Like blackout kick's pretty decent, but yeah, in AoE situations it's pretty mid. Like in priority, like you're still prio Strike of the Windlord, Fist of Fury, even Rising Sun Kick probably, depending. I mean, if it has 2 stacks, then you can maybe do it before Rising Sun Kick, but you want Rising Sun Kick to reduce the cooldown of Fist of Fury. Basically, I'd play it where you keep it at 2 stacks or lower, basically, but you can expend it below that. That makes sense? Kind of made sense to me. Cockfight, no balls. No, I can't do cock for that one. I can do it for this. I'm going to use it for Silken, but I cannot use it for Overnax. It's trolling. It's trolling. Silken Court, sure. Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Storm, earth, and fire in 4.
I plan to do that. I plan to do it for this boss.
Tiger in 4.
Because I really enjoy it, but actual trolling on Overnax.
What did he do?
Bottom of the meters, let go. You what, mate? Right, let me get the. Yeah. You cast taunt on me right now.
More than anything, he had a couple of suspect relations with.
That was a 97. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. That's actually good damage for Windwalker on that boss. And Kaiveza 94, so
well,
mid.
Everyone that wanted to sue him died.
But yeah, like genuinely, this is like you're never going to be top on that boss as Windwalker. You just got to accept that.
Yeah,
but if you're in the middle on that boss, then thumbs up. Like
people
for the whole of progress at any time on this on Overnax, I probably wouldn't even be in the top 10. We've only managed to like crawl back up as the weeks have gone on for that boss. I don't even know why. We just have.
Yeah.
I think the blackout kick build helps a lot though. Good AoE, and it helps with our chi management as well for that boss. But also kill times help as well. Like that lined up just perfectly with cooldowns. Thanks for the answer. How's Windwalker doing in PTR? Will Conduit the Celestials be close to Shadowpan, or is it much lower? They're very competitive with each other on the PTR right now. Hold on. I will answer your question. I just need to check what my assignments are for this boss real quick. Because if we pull and then I don't know what's going on, I will get back to you. Yeah, okay. I know my assignments. Yeah, basically, Conduit the Celestial is really competitive now. Like on the PTR, it's too early to tell for live, but on the PTR, it feels so nice. like it's so fresh. All the quality of life makes it real fun. Slicing Winds build works really well, synergizes so well with Conduit. Whereas Shadowpan, you know, the Lightning build synergizes really well with that one for AoE. They're going to be a lot more competitive, and there's a good chance you'll use Conduit for some content and Shadowpan for other content. With how it is now, things can change, right? Ideally, they don't, and I pretty much think Blizzard want us to go Conduit next season. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put all these changes into it. There'd be no reason for them to give quality of life. Like, when did they ever give Windwalker quality of life, right? That's, like, not a thing they do. So my go-to answer at the moment for that is I think they will be competitive with each other, and you use Conduit some situations and Shadowpan for others.
You should have checked.
But you should get a choice.
Well, no, because I.
Oh no.
Hello, Murta. Welcome.
Anything can change.
Collect or stand in circle.
So with Conduit, you pop everything on pull here, which is kind of forbidden, usually on this boss, right? Popping everything on pull, that doesn't sound right. Conduit it is.
Too many people in the middle.
Because you're gonna basically ignore this initial burst phase. Oh, okay, it's a white. But you ignore this initial burst phase, which is when you're Shadowpan, you put everything into this one, right? Like, absolutely everything. You put it all into the second one, Conduit, it all lines up for that.
And fire innate.
Basically, you're just switching around when you put all your burst in. But Conduit's super viable for this boss, but I feel like to really use it, you have to... I wouldn't prog with Conduit on this boss. The same as Queen, I would not prog Conduit on Queen, right? They're definitely more of a, you know this fight like the back of your hand sort of build.
Bro, you swapped them. Oh my god, I'm retarded, sorry.
Yeah, I think...
Yeah.
I definitely didn't change that. Oh, careful, you're gonna pull it, man.
For these last bosses as well, I am going to go back to using... What's it called? This
I can't think of what.
this boy over here, my augment rune, because generally speaking, like you can easily wipe a fair few times in these bosses. I'm not, meh. I'm not going to spend money on the crystallized augment runes. Like one mistake on this boss, one mistake on Queen, you pretty much kind of have to wipe the bosses. Like you don't really have a choice.
I didn't mind SLG that much.
Well, it depends on the mistake, right? But... How many of you guys are red group if you've done this boss, or blue group? I've never experienced blue group, but it looks like so much more chill. All you do is hit bosses. Red group actually have to like do a proper like... Red group have to actually do mechanics. Disgusting.
Celestial Conduit in 7. Storm, and fire in 4. Invoke Siren, the white tiger in 3.
Fly around for a minute doing nothing.
Yeah, I agree. Need to stand on me. Wait. Go now.
So you can see that I'm a web boy for the red group, so I basically have to stop the charge. There are a bunch of different like different strategies for this boss, but this is the one we use, and it's relatively effective.
It's going to be the best team, blue team to move first. Wait. There we go. Blue formation now.
So you can see I pull down the meters here, but it's because I'm saving everything for the next one. And I should shoot straight back up.
Don't rotate yet.
The only downside is what treacherous transmitter do I get? It can make a difference. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
You're not running down, be careful.
Better be jumped 3 times or I will tweet.
Invoke Siren, the white tiger in 8. Storm, earth, and fire in 8. Celestial
It's
Conduit in
actually
8.
not that bad.
Collect or stand in circle.
Work. blue to move first to rotate. We're going in about 2 seconds. Teleporting now, and then spread. Now. Do not move beyond Chadma or Sir Wheels. Now. Right, let's go back to the left.
This fight is pretty much just a dance, right? Once you've done it enough times, like you know the dance. It's so scripted, this fight.
Red team formation now. Blue team so
I don't want to grab all of those. That looks horrible. So like anywhere I'm positioned at any time for this fight, it's all scripted. I always stand in the same spot every time. It's one of those fights where everything's done for a reason.
Left, right, blue. Forward, red. Go vibe.
Oh, cool. I'm dispel number 2.
Invoke Siwen, the White Tiger innate. Storm, Earth, and Fire innate.
Collect or stand in circle.
So there, I pop myself by using Diffuse Magic. It's a strat you can use for this boss.
We dispelled.
Just know that if you have macros for this, you want to make a macro on your Diffuse Magic. But it's a good way to, like, Diffuse Magic's so strong on this fight for removing your dispel thing. You just run under the boss, press it, and it then gives all the next players like tons of time to do it. Very good spell for this boss.
Check the replay to see which one of the two it is.
So you can just run in, Diffuse Magic, run out, and your healers like don't even realize, like, blink and they've missed it, and then suddenly you move on to the next player. It can be very good. Yeah, I like Conduits on this fight. It's very competitive, but it is, yeah. You have to have done this fight a few times, I think, to really get the most out of it. Thanks for subscribing, Zaneth. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel, my dude. Love having a decent Windwalker streaming, educational content. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I am decent. If I don't say so myself.
50-50.
Moderate to decent, right? Averagely decent. Decently average. Oh, I like that.
Look at the beetle, look at me.
That makes me laugh.
Being a line between me and that blue team.
Collect or stand in circle.
Invoke Siwen, the White Tiger in 3. Celestial Conduit in 7. Storm, Earth, and Fire in 4.
Now we can hit boss. Formation down. And rotate now.
Storm, Earth, and Fire innate.
Formation. And go down. Blue to move fast. It resolves.
Oh, I thought I might have rolled a bit farther. There was a blue straggler.
Now. Don't rotate yet. Ready? Got running down.
Please be a good transmitter. I praise the Blizzard gods. Give me jump 3 times. I'll be so happy. Give me the purple orb and I'm gonna tweak. I actually will.
Tiger innate. Storm, Earth, and Fire innate.
You won't like me when I'm tweaking.
Jump 3 times.
Jump!
Celestial Conduit innate.
Oh, this is so good, actually. Oh, that's some damage if I've ever seen some.
Both teams can move move beyond your wheels. Go.
I could maybe have even held strike the Windlord there when it was buffed. But I did just want to try and get as much out as possible. In hindsight, yeah, I could have held it for a second or two. I don't actually have a Heart of the Jade tracker on live, which is kind of... I really should have a Heart of the Jade tracker on live. It's just that... Yeah, I've never seen the necessity, because you never really run this build. But as I'm running it for the whole raid, it would have been a good idea, right? I'm kind of having to count in my head.
Left, right, red. Forward, blue.
Oh! I held off a bit there. No dispel on me, so I'm kind of bing chilling, to be honest. I'm actually super bing chilling.
Invoke Siwen, the White Tiger innate. Storm, and Fire innate. Celestial Conduit innate.
Collect or stand in circle.
Sexy, wait with the mark of the press until I fall.
On the left. Time spiral, wind run. Watch woman.
Playing this fight so autopilot. In like the sense that all my movement and stuff is just stuff I've done. Like I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just thinking about cooldowns.
Forward for play. Keep going.
No dispel on me again. Kind of being chilling with it. I won't say no to no dispels.
Keep wiser. Keep middle. Wiser last. Smite layer.
But you can see what I mean. When you're on blue team, right, all the ads are always by you at all times. When you're on red team, like you barely have any ads near you, just because of how the groups are like made to work. So you lose a lot of AoE damage by being on the red team. So you can never get like a amazing god tier log on red team, which is fine. But just in general, if you're red team, don't like. You shouldn't expect to like be mad passing.
The White Tiger innate. Storm, and Fire innate.
Collect or stand in circle.
Celestial Conduit innate.
Oh, this is so cooked. This is so cooked. I was so delayed with my team.
Hold damage.
Got damage.
Hold damage. Well, I pop Conduit
Shield
Celeste.
break, start again. Go.
Those blue people were getting so close to me. I'm not being funny, right?
Sorry, red team. It's right behind you.
They were on top of me.
Blue team formation now.
I was only a little bit scared that they run on top of me. I was really like delayed there though. Always stand on hot step Mikey.
Grips coming now. Flash right.
So this is where red lose all of their damage, right? Because now red basically we're playing line up the boss. So we're not hitting anything. You do this pretty much twice in the fight. And it's just an entire like period of no doing damage. And this is what I mean when I say like you can't like hard pass, because then the boss gets its buff right, and then red team aren't even allowed to hit that. You have to go straight over to this guy.
Team, just try and get into a rough formation. We're not going to move around yellow. Grip down. Left, right. Forward for blue. One dispel on the edge.
Oh, those positions are so awkward actually.
Soak the orbs. Dispel's coming
Invoke
down. First one is
the White Tiger innate.
Stabby.
Storm, and Fire innate. Celestial Conduit innate.
Jump 3 times.
So you see what I mean? I was in the middle instantly, and then I instantly diffused magic. So that the healers don't even have to think about dispelling me. I've instantly done it, and then the next person has tons of time to prep.
Sorry, Vibes and Reku.
So like it's so that's why I mean like practice on this fight is so important. Like I know that I have to be in the middle for that one even before he called it. So instantly pop it, and then that gives like the last person or last two people like so much time to play with.
Get one person out.
Not bad damage actually for red group. I'm actually pretty happy with that. And now it's time for the... Oh no, Conduit Queen is so sketch, it's so all over the place. Like, you've got to be so dangerous when you pop your cooldowns. You'll see what I mean, I'll explain it when I get there. It's so cooked. So cooked.
Artemo, you just go out, I think that's for you.
Yes, okay.
Thanks for all the Windwalker content. I swapped between Mistweaver and Windwalker. I haven't decided on which to gear first for Season 2. How different is Mistweaver's gear? Like, I know Brewmaster and Windwalker, it's a real struggle to play both because they're so different in what, like, secondary stats you need. Is Mistweaver, like, if I had to guess, haste, right? Not haste, mastery, I'd imagine it's pretty good. Are they that different? But do you basically have to have two complete different gear sets? Because that sucks when you... That is one of, like, the worst things about Monk, is that, like, the tank and the DPS have completely different secondary stats now, so you basically need two gear sets. Oh, crit haste isn't too bad. Like, the haste, I guess, is the same, but then, yeah. So you would technically need, like, pretty much a third set. So if you want to play all three specs of Monk, you're going to have so much gear. So it's, like, one of those things that kind of sucks. That does suck. Obviously, there's no, like, true way to balance that. I mean, there is, but... Don't send us back to crit verse, please. We've had a taste of haste, and now we don't want to go back. You can't make me.
I was getting hate mail.
How am I feeling about Windwalker for Season 2? Apologies if you've already been asked tonight. Oh, no worries, Charlie. I get asked like 10 times a night. I don't mind at all. I'm feeling good about Windwalker. PTR feels nice at the moment.
No, they're just testing it out.
Like basically what happened is that Conduit Celestial got changed, more quality of life. So Conduit Celestial looks like it will definitely see play in its current iteration of PTR. Shadowpan's not changed at all, really. Almost the exactly identical to how it would play on live. The only change is to Conduit. It doesn't mean that Conduit's going to be the go-to build for everything, but it means that like they're actually going to be competitive in certain aspects. Like some bosses, you might actually go, oh, Conduit works better here. Which was like almost forbidden at the start of the tier, right? This season, like you had to go Shadowpan for everything. Conduit was pretty much trolling. Even in Mythic Plus, Conduit feels better on some dungeons. Some dungeons feel like better for the burst damage. Higher keystones, I'd say that Conduit plays better. Like at lower keystones, everything dies too fast for Conduit to get a lot of value. But as you go up, I feel like the longer stuff, like longer packs stay up. Conduit definitely felt better in testing. Let me just check what my assignments are for this boss real quick, guys, because they do change almost every week. I do need to be on top of that a little bit. But yeah, TLDR, Windwalker's feeling good. We actually have some variety in builds, right? New talent, Slicing Winds, new talent, Crackling Jade Lightning builds. Like, there's a lot of potential. A lot of potential. So if you're very familiar with Windwalker, you should be excited. Oh god, what are my assignments? Bannock.
There's no way this goes right.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of being chilling. And then portal number 4. Yeah, okay. My assignments are all the same.
I think he's just for bank. Yeah, he's just for fucking check collect.
Cooldown windows for this boss are gonna kind of orient around what your assignments are for this boss. There are a lot of assignments, especially in P2 when you're climbing up the steps. Ideally, you want all your cooldowns popped on the second platform. For me, I can't do that because that's when my portal is. So I kind of get shafted a little bit there. So it means things have to be worked around. But that's just how it works. But generally, especially if you're playing Shadowpan, the second platform is a nuke sort of one. But for me, I pop nothing on the second platform.
Zirian, if you can get
I do enjoy that more than having ults though. I'd do 4 if we had range spec. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of ults either, to be honest.
No rush. Everyone double check me now, check you've got assistant.
I don't know, I like playing one class, one spec. Well, yeah, pretty much. I'm like a one trick, I guess, I suppose. Yeah. Which
isn't that me, England?
If you're decent at something, stick to it. Right?
Yeah, but we'll give
not good, decent. If you're decent at something, stick to it. How much harder do you think Cock is over Shadowpan to execute? A lot. like genuinely, like I'm not even gonna
Lightweight.
sugarcoat it. I think Conduit's a lot harder to play, especially in season 2. There's a lot more micromanaging with like your heart windows and stuff. I think to play Shadowpan is like the ease of access one to learn Windwalker and maybe like get used to it. But Conduit, I feel, is like difficulty is definitely increased. Yeah, it does feel harder to execute.
Collect or stand in circle.
Celestial
So this is Conduit Queen. Good luck me.
Invoke Siwan, the White Tiger in 4. Storm, Earth,
A bit
and
crazy
Fire
fight.
in 4. Touch of Karma in 1. Tiger's Lust in 8. Storm, Earth, and Fire in 8.
Okay.
Well.
It's playable, it's playable. Which one is standing one? Standing one.
Panic.
Nah, I couldn't get over to it.
I don't know how playable that was, I'll be honest.
So that's the lesson in walking up the right guys and shouting at each other.
But I don't know why he would run to the furthest one if I'm already there.
You were closer.
Tiger's Lust in 8.
I'm trying to drag this out because one of the awful things about Celestial Conduit is when you die, it doesn't reset. Exactly works the same way as Serenity, so popping this just before like you wipe is gonna suck. I'd like them to change this, but I feel like they've somewhat used the Serenity coding for this, and it will never get changed. It'll be like a yeah, it does suck.
In terms of boss percentage, no.
We're not talking about that.
What are the odds we can get a video on your cooldown usage and a copy of your personal MRT notes? I can put MRT notes in the Discord. I'm perfectly happy with that. That's a good suggestion, to be honest.
Oh, because you're playing shit character.
I'll just, I don't know, caveat to that, though, is that every raid comp's going to be different, right? So my cooldown's, like, a good baseline, but it's always worth, like, adapting them to your own, like, build or your own, like, group. Like, not everything's, like, perfect. If that makes sense. Like, for Kaiveza, for instance, I used, like, a basic,
Collect or stand in
template
circle.
for cooldowns and stuff, but as I've played it more, I've like adapted it, and my cooldown like defenses and stuff are completely different than what they were initially.
Storm, Earth, and Fire
But yeah, no, that's a really good idea actually. I can put that something like that in the Discord, like just my basic MRT notes. I used Tiger's Lust already. I'm panicking. I don't know why I used it on pull. I mean, I know why I used it on pull. I was fucking yapping. This is why I don't yap on boss fights. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. I need to turn my brain on a little bit for this one, guys. I'll be honest.
Tiger's Lust in 8.
So, coming up with the horrible overlap that I talked about, I won't walk through it, because I need to really focus on it to not die, but I might walk through it once we've wiped on this boss, killed the boss. But, like, genuinely, I hate this overlap. Absolutely hate it with Conduit the Celestials. It's so risky. It's all because of Transmitter. If there was no Transmitter, it'd be kind of chilling.
Invoke Siwan, the White Tiger in 8. Fortifying Brew in 8. Celestial Conduit in 8.
Collect or stand in circle.
Storm, Earth, and Fire in 8. Touch of Karma in 8. Tiger's Lust in 8.
Kind of works out. Good. Yeah, try to decipher what yeah. It's just the It's just the Transmitter, really, is really awkward. If you're on the first soak, though, you kind of get some leeway before things kind of turn to hell there. So that's why I kind of like being yellow group.
Gateway to bait web blades, then run back to soak in 8.
Yeah, if you get unlucky with webs there as well, and unlucky with which Transmitter you get, it can just be horrendous. Defensive management, pretty poor for this boss as well. I do have a lot of set times for when to use defensives.
Storm, Earth, and Fire innate. Invoke Siren, the White Tiger innate.
Collect or stand in circle.
Celestial Conduit innate.
Melee at the end. Yeah, it's almost done. So don't panic, you'll be okay. These are real. All fucking real.
So that Conduit is probably the one that you get the least value out of on the entire boss fight, and it's just because we finished the intermission so fast now. When the intermission used to go on longer, that wouldn't have been so bad. But like, because you're having to pop at the very end, you basically lose tons of value. But it's better than not popping it, right? Because otherwise, what, you're holding it for this first platform, and that's you've lost 30 seconds. Just not worth it. I love to put a Transcendence icon down when I get to this second platform. I usually put it over in this area over here. That way, when I get pulled, I can always jump back. But then if I see that it's on another one, right, I can pop down another one just at the last second like I just did there, and then I don't get punished for it. It's basically like a... yeah. Now, this is where I actually have to turn my brain on. I have a mechanic. I've got to go in this gate. I like to go in at 5 seconds. It's 5 seconds now, so I go in. Pop a defensive. Usually I have diffuse magic up for this. I popped it a little early, so I'm just going to have to sit here like a lemon. We did wipe though, but... yeah. So the only downside about... like, so now my Conduit will come up basically for that final third platform, and that's when I get so much damage out. And it works exactly the same for Shadowpan, just because of when I have to use the portals in my group. So it's not too bad, and that's why I have to use Conduit pretty much on the at that time during the intermission. Otherwise, it won't line up for that final platform, and I'll just it all desyncs. It all desyncs. There is method to the madness. I lose some damage early to gain damage later. It does make sense. But usually with Shadowpan, what you do is you pop your cooldowns on pull, pop them at literally 2 minutes when you're about like over there, and then you pop them on the second platform over here. It all kind of lines up perfectly. In a perfect world, when you have no assignments. Do I play exclusively Monk?
Good. It was a good pull that.
I have a Demon Hunter ult that I have to play for the splits. I might play it at the end of this stream. I suck at it, and it's not enjoyable to watch or play. But yes, I do have a Demon Hunter. But mostly, yes, Windwalker.
Do it again.
5, 4, 3,
I'm definitely a Windwalker enjoyer.
Storm, Earth, and Fire in 4. Celestial Conduit in 8.
Celestial Conduit in 8.
In 1. Invoke Siren, the White Tiger in 4. Tiger's Lust in 8. Storm, Earth, and Fire in 8.
So far, so good. I just need to mentally prepare myself for the one with the Celestial window coming up. It's probably the hardest point in the fight, I think, for me anyway. That boss just went flying. It was like, it saw my spinning crane kick and it jumped to the tag. It was like, nope, not getting hit by you. Okay, big damage window coming up. So the moment I land is when I pop Treacherous Transmitter, just because it's the least messy of the entire bit to get this done.
Storm, Earth, and Fire
okay, so that's not amazing, not awful.
Stand in circle.
Celestial Conduit in 8. Fortifying Brew in 8. Touch of Karma in 8.
Not bad, not awful.
Tiger's Lust in 8.
Kind of a little all over the place there, I won't lie. And I like to have Karma for that, but I popped it instinctively earlier.
Place it on the line. Everyone else bait.
Gateway to bait web blades.
We're a
Then
little
run back to soak in
close
eight.
for these baits. Try and move back a little bit.
Moving.
Oh, that's so bad. Okay, that's alright. Oh, I didn't see that one. I almost got hit by that. That would have been bad.
Dodge. No greed.
No greed. No greed. Greed bad.
Got healing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can integrate really fast. Coming now. Pulling.
Storm, and fire in 8. Invoke
Oh, I'm greedy.
Siren,
I'm so
the
greedy.
White tiger in 8.
Psych.
Collect or stand in
Oh
circle.
yeah, perfect position. Thank you,
Celestial
transmitter.
Conduit in 8.
Far left here, range.
See, look, the boss is almost dead, and I popped it, so I don't... That got more value than the last one. Like, a lot more. Like, that's actually perfect value, almost. But usually, it's... you don't get that lucky. And then it's just dodge orbs. Keep your eye on the orbs. Step right up, step right up. I like to touch a death this ad. I usually wouldn't. Like, your best bet is to touch a death the one on the second platform, but because I don't get that luxury, Sorry, I thought I was gonna... I thought I was gonna land on that for a second.
5 basically.
Didn't know where my character was going there.
My side now.
So you can see where my Transcendence is, and then it instantly Transcendence. It just avoids any risk of getting knocked into anything.
Did a spell on your own.
It just happens. Like, you will get flinged into those lines, and it
His
sucks.
son's here, my side.
Okay. And now I'm not even going to greed it. I'm going to go straight over to the portal, because it's just safer. You don't want to be the one that wipes your group.
My key PK corner. Other side getting gripped.
Oh, people are dying.
Health pot my side.
So you can see, like, this is why I don't get much damage done, because I come out the portal, and then instantly everything's already dead, right? That's why I have to hold everything for this next platform.
Don't get gripped my side. Don't go, don't go, don't go. And you can go.
Collect or stand in circle.
I actually like that one. I'm happy with what I just got there. Orbs.
Range, don't be in melee. Zerion.
I have an interrupt here, so I need to keep an eye on it.
And Wiser next. Keep dodging. And up we go.
And then you get a touch of death on that one. It all kind of lines up, right? It's all kind of worked out. Now for the final platform. 1v1 Ansurek on Rust.
Put a red marker, I'm going to use star.
This is kind of chill for melee. The thing that kills me the most, right, on this final phase is the orbs. Just because, I don't know. Honestly, like, the amount of times I've died to orbs on this platform is kind of embarrassing. It's just because, like, you're focusing on so many other things, and then the orbs come out, and you're like, oh, there's an orb coming right in my head. So the other monk rings a piece first. I don't have to really worry about it too much. I'm just kind of like a backup.
Second set in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. But I'm low-key just the second ringer piece here. The tank usually does it. And it's just not worth playing risky here. Like, I lose a little bit of DPS there, but...
Jump 3 times.
Don't get knocked into the middle. Red doll, red.
And
okay, it's fine.
what you don't want to do as well is...
We just have to go in a little
and now
further.
orbs come in, so it's just like...
Come over, come over, come over.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, where the hell's that
2,
portal?
1, go.
I could have Transcendence that. I always should have... Okay. Usually I Transcendence that. I didn't. I greeded a little bit there, so I had to use the portal. But usually you always Transcendence the nasty thing that goes in. I guess I just went in the portal too late. I mean, yeah. No other words than that. Can you say again briefly what's harder about Conduit the Celestial?
Moving.
There's just a lot of things you have to...
Skull Zerion,
There's a lot of things you have to track, right? Like Heart of the Jade Serpent isn't too bad to track at the moment because it's only like every 45 chi that you get on Strike of the Windlord. Now it's every Strike of the Windlord, like. So you've got these cooldown windows that you've constantly got to balance as you go through. You've got to make sure that you're using like the right abilities in that window as well,
Storm,
like this of Fury.
And fire
You don't want to
innate.
overlap this with your Conduit of the Celestial Heart of the Jade Serpent buff. As well as that, you're probably running Slicing Winds, so you've got an extra ability now that you've got to fit into your rotation. Realistically, like, right, an opener for Conduit of the Celestials can last like 20-30 seconds. Just because of how you play it now. Like, what I think is going to happen is you'll open with Conduit the Celestial, you'll press Strike of the Windlord to get your first burst window. The moment that dies down, then you'll use Conduit the Celestial, the actual ability, right? And then get your cooldown window there. And then following that, your Strike of the Windlord comes off cooldown because you've had it double hasted. Then you get another window. All at the same time, you're trying to balance around like all of these abilities that have 75% second like cooldown, right? It's so fast paced. It's really fast paced, and this happens like every 1 minute 30, more or less. Whereas Shadowpan, it's just kind of like not simple, but in comparison, it's like kind of slower. I guess is my best description. Yeah, slower, I'd say. More consistent, but like there's just so much going on. Yeah, too many abilities. Not too many. It's really fun though. Like once you like get into it and you've done it a few times, like it's really fast paced. It's really fun. If you ever played Outlaw Rogue, it literally feels like you're going like absolute, you're like a crackhead basically, just going insano mode. But yeah, I compare it to Shadowpan, and yeah, in comparison, so much faster. It's no shade, but it blows my mind you don't enjoy Lighter Than Air, and I don't think I could play Monk without it now. That's fair enough. At the start of the TR, I used Lighter Than Air all the time, but no way we killed that. Okay, I thought that was going to be a wipe. Okay, that was a pretty poor Queen Ansurek. I apologize for that, guys. I died to the portal. That was just my own stupidity. But overall, that was a pretty good Nerub'ar Palace run, right? How long was that? 2 hours? Yeah, it could have been a bit faster. Wipes here and there, but overall, not too bad. I would have liked to fully showcase Conduit of the Celestial on that boss, which is a bit of a shame. But I managed to showcase it on a lot of the other bosses and show that you can actually get decent logs with Conduit of the Celestial. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, back to the Lighter Than Air comment. That's fine, man. Shade all you want. Shade me all you want. I used to use it loads because I was kind of like, wow, an extra jump button. But then, I don't know. I just found myself having this talent, but never using it. Like, it's kind of like Spatial Rift, right? I have this ability where I can teleport. Really cool. I never use it because I never need to use it on Monk because I have so much mobility as it is. Like, I never find the situation where I'd use it. Same as Lighter Than Air. I just found that I was never using it. And because I never used it, it just made more sense to take something like Windwalking, which is like super minute movement speed for everyone, but it just seemed more value to me. Like, those two talents, super interchangeable. That's the only reason I really don't use it. However, with Flying Serpent Kick maybe like being gone for certain builds next season, maybe I will use Spatial Rift more because I won't have that super mobility button, or maybe I will have to actually use Lighter Than Air because you lose a mobility. I just think we have so much mobility at the moment, I don't get enough value out of it to use it. But if you use it, then use it. Does that make sense? I love DH for the damage, but it has so much fun in movement. I hate the movement of Demon Hunter. Like, genuinely, I hate the movement of Demon Hunter. I hate having to use Immolation. Like, I hate having to use that on certain fights. Like, trying to use it on Koveza last night, I was losing my mind. Like, actually losing my mind trying to, like, dash on that boss to get damage buff. Like, when do you dash? There's orbs flying out. There's sucky portals that want to one-shot me. There's dash lines coming out all the time. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I want to be like a stationary Demon Hunter. Just so everybody's informed of what's going on, we're doing one more boss now. We've done our Monk run. We're going to do one boss on Demon Hunter. So, up to you if you want to hang around for the Demon Hunter. It will only be of an act, so the stream shouldn't be for that much longer. But if you want to see me suffer on Demon Hunter on a boss I'm going to absolutely suck on, feel free to watch. It's just the one boss. And I've also got a cool little... What did I do for this? I did... Nope, not that. Yes, this. Yeah, look at that. We got a... It's not Windwalker POV anymore. We're Demon Hunter POV. That's what my character looks like, by the way. I'm Illidan. Kind of. If Illidan wore festive clothing. I kind of look like Illidan, right? It's more Malfurion, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so it's one run of this, and then that should be it for today. So, I mean, probably not that much longer on the stream, but if we constantly wiped off an axe, who knows? Yay! It's going to be bad. Let's see where I was in the damage meters last night. 14. Competing with the tank. Getting beaten by a tank. Yep, that's the sort of content you're about to see, so I will not... I will not blame you if you tune out now.
Want to cover it, but you know, let's just fucking wait and see.
They're only playing Brawl Warrior because they don't want to play a DPS Warrior because they're scared that too many melee is just unplayable. Well, that's probably
Pain, I don't want Outlaw and Monk. My wrists hurt already thinking about it. Yeah, I mean it is higher IPM. Then you also you'll have the option to play Shadowpan. Like Shadowpan's not going anywhere. That's the thing. I think they'll be so competitive with each other in certain content that you'll be able to go Shadowpan if you want to. I feel like Celestial Conduit's going to be like a more skill expression build, if that makes sense. Like I feel like the best Celestial Conduit players will out DPS the best Shadowpan players, just because I feel like it's high performance, high reward sort of thing. But you can mess it up quite easily. Like there are a lot of intricacies to it. Whereas Shadowpan doesn't really have a lot of intricacies, except for maybe keeping track of your Shadow Flurry strikes, right? Which isn't like a crazy thing to do. Oh, I was messaging the wrong person. This is going to be so cursed. I have the talents for this boss. I've used Fel Barrage once in my life. I have no idea when you meant to pop cooldowns for this. This is a lot less like thought out than when I play Monk, right? I made all my pre-made builds right so that I could go over everything on stream, go over all the talents I was using while I was using them. This is such a mess, guys, and it's not going to change. Like, I say that I might like plan out my Demon Hunter a bit more to go through it, but more so it's just to see me suffer. This is like my... This is just to watch me suffer. Yeah. You ain't gonna learn anything about Demon Hunter here, except maybe how not to play it. Yeah, that's what you'll learn here, how not to play Demon Hunter.
Can you check the sheet for me?
Yeah, Benjo, you check it, Benjo, when you tell me.
I play the no mover build on DH. I would. I'd play that as well, but like every build I see says, oh, you gotta go Immolation, you gotta dash, and like I'm a sucker for top builds, but I hate it.
Yeah, that one is a blood pressure raising moment.
I absolutely hate this ability. Yeah, not much more I can say about it. I'm under the impression you hold all your cooldowns right for the first ad set. It makes sense. I'm not going to pop everything on pull. Maybe an I-beam.
I know I'm in.
I think I'm in as well.
Am I in for this boss? I should be right. Yeah, I am in for this boss. I was going to say, I've hyped all this up and I'm not in, huh? That would suck. Sorry, I'm reading through all your comments, guys. There's a bunch that stacked up on that queen. I'm trying to get through them all. Interesting though, getting more things to press because of the CDR, but also might play with CLG capacitor at the same time. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Chastrik. There we go, nailed it. First time. The Crackling Jade Lightning build's really fun. I played a lot of it on the PTR with Shadowpan, and you basically no longer run Strike of the Windlord, so that's one button less. And then you have Crackling Jade Lightning that you press maybe once every minute, right? So the build basically simplifies itself, even more than what Shadowpan is now. It's kind of fun, but it does a lot of damage. Like, even though you've lost like Strike of the Windlord and stuff, it still does so much damage. Like, it's going to be super competitive. Demonation 11.1 will be free from moving from damage. They will have inertia chain to hunt and vengeful retreat. That sounds good. I haven't looked at any of those changes to Demon Hunter, but I need to, because I've got to run this in splits. So to know what's going on this is kind of important. But not having to dash all the time sounds good. Because like on Olgrax and bosses like that, I think to myself, I'm like, when am I meant to dash? There's webs everywhere. What am I meant to do here? Obviously the good Demon Hunter players haven't figured out. I'm not one of them. I'm not a good DM. I'm not one of those players. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Vinicius? Vinicius Jr.? No, just Vinicius. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Full send. Full send on pull. You're capping. I'm not full sending Demon Hunter on pull. You know that's troll. There's no way you pop everything on pull. Oh, I'm here.
Have the assignments on this boss. Any issues, let me know.
I need to look at the assignments as well. Oh my god, I actually have responsibility. It's... I'm not feeling great about this.
I've tried to keep things the same for anyone where I can do.
I am... doing nothing on this boss. I just have to do damage, guys. That's pretty cool, right? All I have... my only responsibility on this boss is damage. Can I do that? Great question. The answer might surprise you. Now, I'm not using this as an excuse, right? But my item level sucks, and my items suck, and everything sucks about this character. It's not like I'm max item level and sucking. These are just excuses, right? But I am using Hand of Justice from the raid for the anniversary event, and a Foul Behemoth, so yeah. I'm coping. I'm genuinely coping. I try to find reasons for why I'm going to do no damage. It is because I suck at Demon Hunter. I'm decent at Monk. We went over this. I'm decent at Windwalker. Okay, don't stand in the black ick. I don't know why we didn't pull up here, actually. That's usually what we do. I also don't like the defenses of Demon Hunter. I love Nether Walk. I think it's my favorite Demon Hunter ability, which is saying a lot. Blurs, meh, and then that's it. I mean, you have Darkness, I guess, but you have no way to heal yourself. And like when you play like Windwalker for years, I get so reliant on the ability to heal myself at like moments that are crucial. I don't have that. I'm completely reliant on my healers, which is fine. They're good healers, but I like to have the extra healing option. I don't know. We're in a little bit of a complaining rant right now. And I'm dead. Okay. Well, if that doesn't summarize how this is going to go. No balls. What do you mean no balls? What What do you want me to whack out? Celestial Conduit Demon Hunter? Or you no ballsing everything on pull? I refuse to pop everything on pull. I think that is actually trolling. No one rezzed me, by the way. The disrespect. The disrespect that I get. Not even a res. Momentum build is toxic yet fun. Yeah, I think it's the BIS as well for pretty much every boss. I like the Mythic Plus build where you go Reaper. Like, I actually enjoy that a lot. Actually, I don't know if the two are... Actually, what am I talking about? Inertia you use for every build. Ignore me. I'm dumb. I am... I educate people on Windwalker. I help you lose brain cells on Demon Hunter. It's like the polar opposites. We're going to learn nothing here today. I'm really hoping this is just a one-shot, so we don't have to suffer. Because there will be some suffering.
That is crazy.
The lack of any healing, even at match leech build, doesn't help. Yeah, I heard that like leech is pretty important. I don't think I have any leech on any of my gears. Oh, I have 12%. Yeah, I knew that. I knew I had 12%. I heard I-beam's a good way to get health back. But isn't it also a good way to do all your damage? Why no Windwalker? We've done... So Windwalker was for the first half where we were doing run 1. We do like 3 runs at the moment. So I have 2 Windwalker characters and 1 Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter's basically just for splits, like next season. So we're trying to get like these characters leveled up a bit more, ready so that they can instantly go into Heroic next season and not like just flop over. So we need them to complete the raid, right? Like they have to finish the raid so we can get gear transferred over. Why Windwalker go? Great question. I don't know. I made a mistake and picked Demon Hunter, thinking it wouldn't be hard to learn and I'd have fun on it. And then I play it and I do no damage and it's painful. It's only one boss though, Demon Hunter, so I completely understand if you don't want to watch me play Demon Hunter. This is a Windwalker channel. But just be prepared that when we get to Season 2, there will be some Demon Hunter streams, just because I have to play it, for splits. But usually it's always Windwalker content here. I wouldn't play this if I didn't have to. I made a big mistake. Is it too late to make a third Windwalker? Is that still an option? I should ask. Anyone notice how healers have got increasingly toxic lately? What do you mean? You get inflamed by your healers. You get leech from talents, freak. Thank you. I appreciate the tip. Do you feel Windwalker is back in Season 2? It's a little early to tell, right? Like, because so much can still change on the PTR. But where it is at the moment, it's really fun to play. It does good damage. There's a lot of builds that you can go that are actually viable. In its current state on PTR, it's really good. Like, it's decent. Probably like A tier. Like, it's not quite an enhancement shaman, right? It's not quite an enhancement shaman, but it can definitely hold its own. But there's still like 4 weeks or so before the next tier, so they could easily nerf the hell out of us or whatever. But in its current PTR iteration, I'm having a lot of fun and it does a lot of damage. So if I were you, I'd be wanting it to stay as it is or get better. Any nerfs will like severely impact us a lot. Yeah. I don't think they'll nerf us though. I don't see a reason to. We're not like SSS tier, are we? We're just A, right? If that. Just get an enhancement shaman and plop a tremor totem down? Yep, I should have done that. That's genius. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Like, unironically, that would have been smart, actually. Oh, I should have, right. Pop tremor totem down and then just go get a drink or something. Come back, pop another one down, and then, like, I don't know. Top damage. Shadow Panel Conduit for Season 2. It's looking like you can play both. Like, it looks like they'll both be good in different sort of content at the moment, which is cool. Like, that's really cool. Because it's kind of boring, low-key, playing Shadow Pan. Or even, like, if you had to just play Conduit with Celestial the entire tier, you'd eventually get bored of it, right? You'd want to do something else. So they're both good at different things. It's going to completely depend on what sort of content you're doing. Yeah.
It's not like Rotten.
So, do I I-beam on pull? Let me... Don't mind me. I'm getting my bars up, not because I don't know what my buttons do, but low-key because I need to remind myself of what my keybinds are. It's okay. Don't worry about it, guys. I know what's going on here. When we pop everything, I think then I meta, then I pop Bell Barrage, and then I top the meters. That's how it goes in my head. That's how I think it works. I'm under the impression that's how this works.
We need to track some stuff.
Will you be clearing Queen for today? I've already done Queen today. On my Windwalker Monk. If you go back a bit in the video, I do Queen. Unfortunately, I die on it, but if you watch some of the earlier pulls, like I die in P3 to stupid me being an idiot. But I go through pretty much everything that I'm doing. About half an hour ago.
Celestial Conduit
but on the Demon Hunter, no. On the Demon Hunter, no. This is as far as we're just killing Overnax.
And fire in 4.
Am I doing it right? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. I didn't even pop the hunt. I'm so stupid. I'm actually so bad. I also don't have the dispel button on my bars. I needed that. Because Demon Hunters can't dispel themselves, can they? Can they? Can I nether walk? Can I get a phone a friend?
And fire in 8.
Green, purple, orange, yellow. I need that dispel button on my bars, actually. If I get the root, I can't ask for it. Oh, this is so cursed. Okay, it's looking good. I didn't even get an egg here. Oh my god, the damage is about to go crazy, guys. Oh my god, the damage is about to go crazy. This is it. My moment. Oh my god, am I top of the meters? I don't even want to look, because I know I am. Oh, I'm actually not too bad. wait, hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, low-key 4th on the meters.
Free spread range.
Maybe I should start doing educational Demon Hunter guides.
Invoke Suan.
Yellow,
the
orange,
white
purple,
tiger
green.
innate.
What am I? What color am I? Get off my
Storm,
screen. I
earth,
can't see.
And fire innate.
Green. No.
Celestial Conduit innate.
TK corner.
Fortifying
Good,
blue
we're good, we're
innate.
good.
I couldn't see. I literally couldn't see because I'm such an idiot.
Touch of Karma
I'm
innate.
actually so stupid. Get this shit off my screen right now. I'm about to tweet.
Tiger's Lust innate.
Death grip. No, we're okay,
I'm so lucky I had my dashes there.
Actually,
And I got called out by my raid leader who now knows he knows I'm an idiot. It's fine. Get this shit off my screen. No. Disable. Piss off. I'm trying to pass
Maybe
here.
Dabs, leave, guys. I know.
I straight up couldn't see where I was meant to go. That was so cursed.
Just get these two.
I'm just so glad someone said yellow.
We need to kill these ads, guys. Main target.
Yellow again. Here. Okay, so we have Fell Barrage again.
You
I
don't need
guess
stock, guys, don't worry about
I do this. Oh, I'm dropping down the meters.
Yeah.
It's bad.
it. Should we look into the kits? I think. Thought that.
Oh, that lines up badly as well, right? 'Cause I don't have Mesa right now. Do you pop Mesa now? Or do you wait? That's a long time to wait on a big cooldown. I feel like you have to, though, no?
Storm, earth, and fire innate. Invoke Suan.
Why is it still telling
the
me
white
to use
tiger
Storm Earth and
innate.
Fire? I'm on my Demon Hunter. Go,
Celestial
stop.
Conduit innate.
I turned you off.
Give it to the. Give it the others.
Oh yeah, by the way, use Conduit of the Celestial now, please. My goal on these fights is just not to die.
Tell you when to take it.
That's pretty depressing, right? Purple, orange. No, purple, yellow, orange, green. Okay, we get no mechanics. Blizzard has favored me. Now I go crazy here. I beam everything. I Immolation Aura. Oh my god, I must be... I'm back. We're so back. Although I didn't have Fell Barrage for that. These cooldowns all seem to not line up very nicely.
Respread.
Whereas, like, you tend to have Storm, Earth, and Fire up every, like, pack here. Maybe minus this one. This is, like, the only one you wouldn't have it up for. All these Demon Hunter cooldowns just seem to be all over the place. Purple, green, orange, yellow. I will go to the bitch spot because I am... I beamed early? No, I beamed perfectly. You just wouldn't understand.
Stabby and Sussex basically perfect stuff.
Oh, they missed it. Okay.
Too bad until then.
What do we rate that, chaps? Was that good? Ignore the damage for a second. Like, don't think about damage just now. Was that good? I think it was.
I'm not guaranteed.
What's this? No monk. I've done my monk. I've been in monk jail. Let's see. It's one Demon Hunter pull. I'm sorry. If you want monk content, jump back half an hour. I cleared the whole raid on monk earlier. So if you want to see any of the boss kills, you can just scroll back in the video. But I use Conduit the Celestial on every boss except Codeza and Overnax. So if you want to like see some Conduit the Celestial play, you can skip around. But yes, I do have to. It is one Demon Hunter pull. We're Demon Hunter POV now. Meets after all momentum I-beams are done. What does that mean? What does that mean? Meets after all momentum I-beams are done. Meet? Oh god, what do you mean? I'm panicking. Me... I don't think I have an ability called Meet. You mailed it? You have lost me. I'm so lost right now. Oh, you've lost me. We're not even on the same, like, planet right now, wavelength-wise. The cooldown synergy is the hottest contention. Are we punning? Is that what this is? Is this all puns? Am I too smooth? Is my brain too, like,
win in a 1v1.
smooth for this?
Jeff Landshark or Darth Vader.
Good evening, Trafalgar. Welcome to the Demon Hunter show. If you were expecting Windwalker content, I apologize. I'm a bad Windwalker POV. Yeah, there was Windwalker content. You might have just missed it, though.
I love him.
I-beam on pull. Will I be clearing Queen today. Yeah, not on Demon Hunter. Only of an axe on this Demon Hunter. So the stream more or less will finish when we've downed this boss, guys.
Yeah.
So probably a short one today. But we did get to clear the whole raid, and we played Conduit the Celestials, so I've had fun. Okay, bit late on the pull there. Okay, I've I-beamed. I didn't use the hunt. I'm an idiot. I'm actually such a monkey brain. Okay. I'm kind of feeling myself. I still haven't got the macro on to dispel myself. That's fine. Just don't get the webs.
The single most played character from Bronzebeard for like a population of 3.
As long as I don't get the webs, it's not my problem. Green, purple, orange, yellow. Yes, sir.
Okay, breaking now.
Ow. That hurts so bad. Okay. Okay, that was satisfying. That was good, right? Kind of. I mean, I'm pretty sure I pressed everything in the wrong order, but I pressed the buttons, and that's what we really care about. Oh, we do have a lot of parasites. Yellow, orange, green, purple. Oh, yes, I've been routed by a friend. Freedom PK. PK, please. Okay, thank you.
Someone kick first.
Oh, I got that there though. I'm gonna get the macro as well because I had to call for a freedom there. Like genuinely had to call for a freedom. Inside the route on me.
Brain cells whenever he jumped back into
Okay, what's my macro?
No, like
What would I have called this? Dispel. Dispel, please. That sounds about right, doesn't it?
I feel
right. That sounds like a right macro.
So like the moment I walked out with the debuff.
Dispel, please. /S.
So
I have pressed the macro.
Because it felt like I wasn't moving, and then I just teleported.
And then I press it. Yeah, cool. Okay, we've got the macro. We're saved, guys. What does the Shadow Monastery dodge crit weak aura mean? Oh, the Shadow Mastery dodge crit weak aura. I was like looking at my Demon Hunter like, what the hell? Do I have a weak aura? I don't know. Yeah, it's exactly what Chastrik said. It's for the Wisdom of the Wall buff.
Just gonna let off a tactical nuke and ironfall.
I can't show you right now because of the talents, but basically with Shadow Pan you have Wisdom of the Wall and Flurry Strikes. So Flurry Strikes activates Wisdom of the Wall, and that basically, that weak aura just shows me which one I've activated at each time. So whichever one it's hover over, that's what I've activated. Really good weak aura. I recommend anyone that plays Shadow Pan uses it. Because you really want to know what buff you had. It's mostly for keeping track of the Shadow Wisdom of the Wall buff, right? The one that actually like matters the most. Because it's AoE damage one.
Can do Stormwind too if you want to.
It's not bad keeping track of all of them.
No.
I've pressed the macro! Am I using the wrong macro?
No, pop up for the healers.
I don't know, I pressed that 10 times.
Waiting to see you sat there with the debuff. Just well.
Yeah, it's just made Demon Hunters.
Fair, based.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, looks like the macro doesn't work because I was spamming that thing. Like, actually spamming that thing. And I just got left to die. On the plus side, that didn't affect my damage at all, because I don't do any single target damage, so I'm literally in the exact same damage place that I was. Oh, I hate this spec. Yeah, so back to Wisdom of the Wall. Yeah, really good to keep track of. In my Discord server, I've got my macros in like a channel there, but if you want me to just post it in the chat, I can do that as well. Up to you. Let me know. But I really recommend using it, as well as the Flurry Strikes one. Just as important. No, I'm just gonna pop myself here for safety. Yeah, don't feel forced to have to join the Discord just to get a macro. I'll post it in the chat if that's what you want. I also have like a video where I go over my macro and UI, and it's all in there as well. And I kind of go over what it is. Yeah. I do see you guys posting messages, but my brain has to be so on right now for this boss. Oh, no, we're wiping because people died. Like, genuinely curious though, am I using the wrong macro? Because I need to change it if so. Was it not popping up? I'll press it now. I'll press it now. Is that showing up? Right, okay. Okay. Right, okay.
Just use the one you also use on court. That one works, for sure.
Yeah, it should just be the same.
I was pretty sure it was, right?
I mean, either way, like I say, if some guys just got it for 20 seconds, or 10 seconds, just fucking dispel them, you know?
Run, we chorus, scan event.
There's no highlight. There's like literally no,
You know, Steve, that he's got the magic debuff on him.
No. I don't know why it's not popping.
Sure, for the other two, it should pop up.
Northern Skies, yes. Yeah. Okay.
It's just the same as Silken Court.
Yeah, no. I don't know why it wasn't showing.
Okay, go.
It's not gonna work again, guys. I'm gonna be the burden of this.
Okay. Keep it tidy, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, now we pull perfectly. Watch this. You guys want to see some Demon Hunter play? You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, so clean with it. Also, I apologize. I would have read chat during that wipe, but I needed to try work out this week or it's not more important, but I don't want to wipe my group because I'm the one that doesn't have the macro working. So I have seen that there's a bunch of messages. I will get to them, I promise. I just had to try sort that out. It might have been because I had a liquid macro ingrained into it, and maybe the two like just didn't synergize with each other. Green, purple, orange, yellow. Didn't get anything. I am a baller. Now we damage. Now we pass. I'm just not even gonna get out right now. I'll get out in a minute. I got dispelled in melee. I didn't even call for the macro there. I didn't even call for the macro there. Like, that's fine if you get like a web in a group of people. As long as it's not dispelled, that's fine. You can chill with that. I would have got out after killing the ads. But I think because I've like kept saying dispel me, now they're dispelling me. Maybe I should just keep my mouth shut. I probably should have like tried to immolate before that. I'm so bad with immolation timings. I hate this ability. Someone send me a new build right now. Preferably a Windwalker one. With like a fresh Windwalker, level 80 as well, on top of that.
Be careful, man.
Yeah, heal me then.
What?
No, but still, you soaked as well as on the first one. It's proper cheap.
Heal me then.
Yeah, I was stunned. I was rooted in the fucking web.
Getting a little heated. Orange, yellow, green, purple. Orange, yellow, green, purple. Please get an egg. That means I'm going to get the fucking web. Oh, I didn't get the web. So we pop this first, and then we fell Barrage, and now we go Ham, and now I top the meters, right? Yes? No. Oh, what did I do wrong?
No more spawning.
Yeah, I'll there's a Discord link actually pinned to the top of the thing. I think I pinned it there at the start of the stream. Backflip removes the web debuff. Oh my god, I wish I read that sooner. Does it actually? You've actually solved, like, you've cracked the case of that, so, and I appreciate you.
Dodging now. Be careful.
These are the things that I need to know. Someone plays Demon Hunter here. That's actually huge. If it, yeah, I believe you as well. Yeah, I don't see why you'd lie. Purple, yellow, orange, green. We didn't get anything. Backflip removes it. That actually is huge tech. We want to immolate here first. Pop everything. And then pop everything again, because I'm crazy with it.
Back up one, back up one.
Oh. Do I fell Barrage this? I feel like, yes. Yes, actually I do. There's a lot of adds up.
It's okay, I can get it with Windwalkers.
I just want this boss dead. I don't want to play my Demon Hunter anymore. Playing this on Ansurek is actually going to be so troll. Purple, green, orange, yellow. Actually, ignore me. I don't have to do anything here. Oh, we didn't break one. Yikes. I'm streaming your stream and my friend is telling me to type that. Oh, thank you. Thank you to your friend.
Oh, we missing 2 of them, though.
Oh, I appreciate that. He's a real one. Yeah, that's actually huge. Because as Windwalker Monk, I don't even have this macro bound. Like, genuinely don't even have it bound for this fight. Because I just Tigers lost myself, right? I don't have to use it at any other point in this fight. That's actually really useful. Need a tree? What do you mean by a tree?
Okay. Yes, and it's Mr. Sexy next one. I don't know who else it could be.
You need to check your bigwigs settings.
What do I have to do in bigwigs? They should be disabled.
Backflip removes slows.
Yeah.
Oh, I should read my abilities. I should read my abilities. Removes all snares. Oh. I'm so...
No one else should cause that.
I promise this isn't reflective of my Windwalker abilities. You gotta trust me on this. If you just tuned in and see me playing Demon Hunter, please, it's not reflective. No one say anything. Don't even, yeah. What are we talking about right now? I think we're trying to look at the issues.
Double posting. It's just one color is missing entirely.
I don't know.
Is that just not in the sky?
Oh, we're having an issue with the egg pop.
It's
Someone's...
fine, I've just made it, so he's guaranteed to be purple. I should fix it.
Someone's egg thing's messed up.
If he doesn't say a marker.
He's forcing me to say it. No, I appreciate it. I wouldn't have known. I prefer to have a way to get out of the webs myself. So otherwise you're relying on someone to do it for you. It gives me a reason to press this button. And yes, I know I need to press it all the time. I'm just really bad at pressing it.
To visor L, maybe.
Great. Oh my god.
Visor L wouldn't lose.
Alright. I-beam on pull. I should have dashed. That's okay. None of this damage matters. The only damage that matters is the damage coming up. Oh, thank you for the nice comments, Zweps, by the way. I appreciate that. I'm glad you could catch a stream. Sorry that it's a Demon Hunter stream. I got you into Windwalker, and now I'm just sat here playing Demon Hunter. I have played Windwalker today, though. If you want to like go back at any point, I played Windwalker all the way up to this point, and I'll be playing more on Saturday. Green, orange, purple, yellow. It didn't get anything. Based. But yeah, I'm glad I got you into Windwalker. That's really cool. Okay, now we fell Barrage. Now we pop this. And now we pop this. And you don't even know I'm popping because I don't have my GCD tracker on. Doesn't matter. Just know that I'm doing everything in my power right now to kill this boss. So much power that I'm 4th on the meters. Wow. Actually, wow. Like unironically, that's something's not right here. You saw the clear earlier? Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoy Conduit the Celestials. Okay, let's test it. Oh my god!
I know the boss is in an awkward position.
Tell your friend he's awesome. Let him know. Let him know he's a real one. Oh my god, that was so cool. No longer do I have to cater to healers for their dirty dispels. I do it myself. Yeah, as I was saying, Conduit the Celestial is like really fun. I'm glad that you can actually viably... My macro is not working, by the way. Unless they just hate me. It could be either. I jumped into the route there. Yeah, I'm glad that Conduit Celestials is actually viable on a bunch of mythic bosses now. Like, it hasn't been up until, like, pretty much this point, really. Now that you have, like, the new ring and everything. Everybody's on yellow right now. I'm telling you right now. We shouldn't all be on yellow. So I really enjoy Conduit the Celestials. But there's like a few of those bosses, if you're progging or anything like that, I wouldn't actually recommend you go Conduit the Celestials on. Not because it's like overcomplicated, but I think when progging a boss, like Shadowpan's just kind of... It does consistent damage. Like, it's not like Celestial... Like, most of those bosses that I did Celestial Conduits on, Celestial Conduit isn't like the #1 pass or anything. It's just the fact that it's potentially viable. I've seen people playing it. That's why I gave it a go on those ones. But Shadowpan is just, yeah, it's better that season, this season, but everybody knows that. This ain't news. It's cool on Queen. I like, yeah. I just love burst windows. Purple, yellow, orange, green. No mechanic for me. Thank you, Blizzard. I appreciate your humble service. So now I have pretty much everything up, right? So I'm going to immolate, dash, I-beam onto everything. Oh my god, it got grouped up. Then press this. Then I-beam again, because I'm absolutely crazy with it. Low-key doing better than I did last pull. And then I'll save Fell Barrage for this one, because there aren't as many parasites up. Last time there were tons of them. I don't know why I'm trying to... I don't know why I'm explaining what I'm doing. like I'm trying to help teach like what you would do on Demon Hunter in this fight. I'm just thinking out loud, honestly, at this point. Purple, green, orange, yellow. And we will put Fell Barrage this. And then we'll also have an I-beam. So that kind of lines up quite nicely, actually.
Good.
I'll even use this to start things off with.
Okay, now I'll get this one.
Fell Barrage, and then I-beam. And I should be able to get full value out of the, Oh no, I completely ran out of, Demon Hunter resource. What's that? I don't know the name of the Demon Hunter resource. Yep. Bell? Bell Energy? Does that sound right? Oh, yikes. What even is it? Nope, doesn't tell me when I hover over it. Fury. There we go. This guy knows. Someone knows. Thank you, Zwet. Orange. We're not going to be the reason we wipe on this boss. I will go to my marker and I will sit here like a good little Demon Hunter. Oh, we're going to take loads of damage. I kind of trolled there. I dashed into tons of circles. You know what sucks? I just looked over at the damage meters and I saw a Windwalker Monk 3rd and I thought that was me. Because I was like, yes! I'm doing so good right now. And then I realized I'm purple. And I looked down the details meter. And then I realized how I was actually doing. Oh no. Oh lord. I guess I fell barrage this because I have it. And we're not going to get to the next phase. Honestly, I'm not like disappointed in my performance for this boss. I definitely need practice, but I didn't mess up any mechanics. If we kind of ignore the whole backflip fiasco. And I might get some loot. Wait, no, I don't need that.
Maybe we go do it now.
I don't need that.
Please.
Can I shoot my logs in chat and can you give me some queen pointers? I can't seem to get anything higher rank-wise and it's tilting me. If you're in the Discord, you just send me a DM on Discord or something. I mean,
maybe we will. Okay.
Yeah, just send me a DM on Discord or something. A couple of people have already, and I've just looked through some things. I don't mind that, but I don't think the stream's going to go on much longer to look through a log. And I can probably analyze it as well and have a proper look through it. I think if you just give me some time. Not like I'm trying to not like I'm trying to push my Discord, but I just mean like, yeah, if you join the Discord, you can literally DM me a log, and that gives me a bit more time to look through it than to just quickly glance through it, so I can actually give a few more pointers that might be useful. Yeah, that's all right, man. Oh, no, don't worry. If you think that's tilting you, this was tilting me, right? This right here, playing Demon Hunter, this tilts me. Because I know I'm playing it bad. Like, I'm fully aware that I'm playing this bad. Like, I'd rather be in the mindset that I don't know I'm playing it bad, right? Like, in my head, like, if I'm not aware, that's better. But I'm so aware that I'm playing this, like, there's something I should be doing better. Yeah, no, I'd be happy to look through it for you. No worries. Sent me? What you sent me? Gotier? We'll go Gotier. I mean, that's how I'm going to say your name. Gosha? Nah, Gotier is better. All right, yeah, I see. You sent me some stuff. I'm the backflip guy. yeah, I'll have a look through that, Zep. I probably won't be able to have a look through it, like, right now. But I'll definitely have a look at it through tomorrow or something like that and get back to you on that one. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Demon Hunter playstyle is something that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think it's not too bad. Like, I think once you get the fundamentals down, I'm kind of struggling with the fundamentals. Like, I think I could pick them up easily. It's just I put no time into it. Like, to really, like, learn a class, you kind of have to put time into it, and I'm not... The issue is I'm not committed to this, as it's like a split alt, right? It's a character that I'm not meant to really be playing. So in my mind, I'm like, well, I'd rather focus on Windwalker and actually put the effort in there. But at the same time, then I lose value on this when I actually need it to be alright. I think as long as I can decently play this... No, sorry, no, wait. Decent's the wrong word. I'm a decent Windwalker. If I can averagely play, low to slash averagely play this, I'm happy. As long as I can kill bosses on this for splits, I'm happy. But I definitely will have to do a bit of work before Season 2 comes out to, like, actually min-max it a bit, like, rotation-wise and stuff. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. In terms of streaming, I thought we were gonna do a few more Demon Hunter. Oh, I thought we were gonna do a few more Demon Hunter bosses before I started stream today, but it looks like we were just calling it there. I think because we're not trying to like super hard push this third run at the moment. Like, we're trying to kill bosses that we haven't done on these characters, which are a bit lower. We're not like trying to absolutely Ansurek has to die this week. We're not gonna like hit a brick wall on Silken Core for hours and hours, which is fine. You don't want to burn out before you even get into the new season, right? Because we're going to have to play a lot of Warcraft, and burning out before that doesn't sound fun. So next stream-wise, next stream is going to be Saturday. There is a link to that already in the Discord with the time on it. I think I said I'm starting at 3 o'clock in UK time for that one. It's also... it's already scheduled on my YouTube channel as well. Like, I schedule live streams in advance. But yeah, that's Saturday, and that will be PTR. I'm pretty sure all the dungeons are out, right? If I'm not mistaken, everything's unlocked now. I could be wrong, but I think it is. I think everything's now out, which means we can have a play around in, like, all of the dungeons, which is really fun. Pick and choose. And I think that a couple people are also going to be playing with me, so it means I won't have to spend hours trying to find groups and stuff. I exaggerate. It's usually like 5-10 minutes, but if you're interested in playing like a healer or a DPS and want to do some keys on Saturday, just hit me up on Discord or let me know. Because it'd be cool to play with like people that are watching, like viewers and stuff, but it would also be nice to have like a consistent group. Like trying to find a group can sometimes be like really demoralizing. It's exactly like live, where you're a Windwalker monk, people see you queue up and they just decline you. Like you'd think on the PTR people would be a little bit more generous. No, they're more ruthless, I think. Don't forget me with the weak aura. No, I won't. Is it the... It's the... My mind's gone blank. I know what weak aura is. I'll do it actually right now whilst I'm on stream so I remember. Wisdom of the Wall and Flurry Strikes. I have got you, homie. There you go. That kind of... Ignore the spiel that I put on them. It's kind of like flavor, because I'm trying to be like flavorful with my Discord. But if you want any other weak auras, the important weak auras I've put in the weak aura channel in the Discord. There's like a resource channel called weak auras, and I put like the 4 most important ones. The treacherous transmitter one doesn't really count, but a lot of people would ask about that. But if you want any others that you see me use, let me know, and I can point you towards like where to get them. I get asked all the time for weak auras. I should have them all bookmarked, to be honest. I know. I mean, I got asked so much that I made an entire video on it. So if there's anything you've seen that's on my screen right now, well, not the Demon Hunter, but if there's anything like you like that you see, it's probably in that video. And I go through how to set it up and everything and why it's useful. But always feel free to ask me. I don't mind. Dude, be on the Demon Hunter again. It was one boss, Spooks. What? You think I like this? You think I enjoy this character? You think I enjoy coming 9th DPS on a class that probably should come 1st DPS? It's just like so painful. No, I kid. It was just one boss, and then Saturday's going to be full Windwalker day. 4 hours of pure Windwalker unadulterated action. Dungeons with viewers, if anybody's interested. I know Spooks is going to be playing on a few classes. We'll have a talk about the Feral, but we like the Blood Demon. We like the Blood Death Knight. That's a good one. But we might have to have a chat about the Feral. No, I'm kidding. Play what you want. But that'll be fun. That's Saturday. Delete that. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you all again for tuning into this stream. I really appreciate it. It's a little bit different from what I usually do because it's live Windwalker action when I usually like do PCR stuff. But I'm getting more into the live stuff now because that's pretty much what the entirety of season 2 is going to be, right? There won't be a PCR unless like I'm really checking something else out, like something that they drop in a 0.5 or a 0.7 or something. It's all going to be like live Mythic Plus, raiding, all that stuff. So it makes sense to get into that now. Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I will hopefully catch you on Saturday. But yeah. And hopefully see you in the Discord as well. Yeah, a little shameless Discord plug. Yeah, we love my Discord server. It's great. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you watching. See you on Saturday. Bye-bye.